What's good? What's good? What's good, my peopleization? Roy Boy, Florida. Charles Edward Cheese, my brother. Jay Storr, Mike Norman. What's going on with y'all? What's going on, man? Let's talk about it. Brandon Adam Perry, my brother. What's good with you? What's good to you? So Terence Crawford, man, he admits and says that Errol Spence wants to fight with him just as much as he wants to fight with Errol Spence. El Rivi, what's going on? Flores Luis, what's going on? Brandon Adam Perry, my brother, what's going on? So he says Shogun 76, Mike Norman, what's going on? So he says that he wants to fight just as much as he wants to fight, right? Now, no, it's the big Charger, baby. Like Truly Israel, what's going on? Dekian, what's going on? Adrian Dones, what's going on?
Is it
Music shown by Music TV, what's going on? Justin Hawkins, what's going on?
Is it the one like where you could plug them in, all of them? That
Scheme, what's going on, great brother? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? Robert Singleton, Red 937-100. What's going on? Yeah, so so Canelo turned down $100 million, right? Nelson Armstrong, what's going on? Canelo turns down $100 million, right? Jay Walsh, full. What's going on? And now FSU, what's going on? Like I said, you know, Canelo Alvarez is going to, Eric Horn, what's going on? Stack of Mill TV, what's going on? Canelo Alvarez is going to look to, you know, he's going to look to become undisputed at light heavyweight, right? And I'm not, oh, never mind.
No, I was trying to get it, but the string is there.
Okay. So, you know, Dominique Corso, what's going on, great brother? So with that said, you know, Boxing News DC, what's going on, great brother? So with that said, you know, I understand the move by Terence Crawford. I mean, by Canelo Alvarez. I understand Canelo Alvarez going to light heavyweight. I told you guys it made more sense to go to light heavyweight and accomplish what he wants to accomplish. It just makes more sense for him to do that, right? Him defending the titles against Jamal Charlo don't make sense, right? Not for his legacy, not right now. For us as fans, we want to see that fight. Jay, what's going on? Peace be free. What's going on? You understand? For us, the fans, we want to see that fight, right? Geo James Khalil 98, what's going on? Cool. But for him to fight, to go to light heavyweight, those fights with David Benavidez, Jamal Charlo is going to be there. It's going to be there, people. It's going to be there. El Rivi is going to, I think the zone giving $100 million too. I don't think the zone is giving him $100 million. I think that, you know, the zone is going to give, you know, they're going to try to come close to it. You know, John J. Doe, what's going on? Eric Baker, what's going on? Canelo's the cherry picked up. No, I don't see it that way, bro. I don't see it that way at all. And the reason I'm telling you this is because of Christopher West, Ernie V, what's going on? Monty Norman, what's going on? Tech RD, what's going on? Because of what he represents. You understand what I'm saying? He has the opportunity, you know, to be undisputed in 2 separate weight classes in under a calendar year again. Crane Enterprise, what's going on? Flores Luis, brother in the super chat, he said either deal was great for boxing or elite fights. So my thing is this, right? Boxing and barbecue, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? Is that this, right? Is that, you know, the thing is this. It's the legacy for Canelo Alvarez, right? Canelo Alvarez has an opportunity. Thank you. He has an opportunity to thank you. He has an opportunity to no, I don't know where y'all got this one from.
She told me that.
No, I don't know where y'all took this from.
Where does it in
The outlet. No, yeah. Coogee Coog, what's going on? T Bonafide, Brent Lawson, Boss Red 357, Young King Company, what's going on? $12, what's going on? I see they ain't sending out my notifications, and everybody now suddenly wants to go live when I go live. Ain't that amazing? Brent Lawson, what's going on? It's amazing, bro. There's no originality on here at all whatsoever. Everybody just, it's amazing to me, man. But anyway, legacy-wise, right? It makes sense for him to go to Yusuf Khalid, Dilla Vader X. What's going on? Kel, what's going on? Capadonna 24, what's going on? It makes sense for him, you know, to go to light heavyweight and accomplish what he's looking to accomplish at light heavyweight, right? Julius Thomas, what's going on? Right? Because when you look at light heavyweight, he could have 2 fights. Latique 25, what's going on? He could have 2 fights at light heavyweight, right? And KG 412, what's going on? He could have 2 fights at light heavyweight and become undisputed there, right? Eugene Jones, what's going on? L. Adam, what's going on? Easy Louine, Jeff the producer, what's going on? Right? So he could have 2 fights at light heavyweight and become undisputed. So why go a different route? You understand what I'm saying? Why fight Jamal Charlo? What did he get out of fighting Jamal Charlo outside of pleasing the fans? AJ Celestine, what's going on? Eric Baker, what's going on? You follow what I'm telling y'all? Because if he fights against Dimitri Bivol, listen what he could accomplish in a year. Mr. Worldwide, what's going on? He could fight Dimitri Bivol in May. Then he could fight the winner of Joe Smith, Arthur Better Beef in September. And then he could still fight Triple G in December. And then YTBC Goon, what's going on? From Yashara Reborn 91, what's going on? Dominique Sebron, Euphobia Day, what's going on? Then he could go ahead and he could fight at, Nico McLean, what's going on? Then he could fight Triple G in December. So he would become undisputed in under a calendar year at super middleweight. He would become undisputed in under a calendar year. Michael Goodwins, what's going on? Right? Yeah, everybody says that, Michael Goodwins. Especially when we together. When we stand together. So he could do that in under a calendar year. He could become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. At super middleweight, Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? And Jay, what's going on? At super middleweight and at light heavyweight. That speaks volumes. You understand what I'm saying? Ashante L, what's going on? And then he still has the opportunity, right, to fight Triple G before the year's up. Jimmy Bernard, what's going on? Yeah, they're not sending out my notification. And then everybody decides to go live when I go live. It's horrible, man. There's no originality on here at all. Talib Cunningham, what's going on? If I go live at 6 o'clock, everybody wants to start going live at 6 o'clock. If I go live, Pat Greedy, what's going on? Talib Cunningham, what's going on? If I go live at 8 o'clock, everybody suddenly wants to go live at 8 o'clock. If I go live at 9 o'clock at night, now everybody wants to go. Brothers have no originality, man. Raphael, Sean Coleman, TR, what's going on? None. It's just like, bro, create your own lane, bro. Junior Coolington, Gary Childress, what's going on? Can you pass me your charger, baby? Ray, you real? What's going on? Peace be free. What's going on? Hey, yeah, Kurt, he came to me. GG Champ 15. Ray, you real? What's going on? Yeah, it's just horrible, man. Mr. Valentine, what's going on? Thomas Moreland, what's going on? Yeah, T Bonafide. It's amazing, man. Piff Pressure, what's going on?
This is yours, Empress?
Yeah, smash the like button.
Listen.
Give me the charger, please. You get ready to start talking, holding it in your hand.
Excuse me? Let me live.
So, Melfi Cruz, what's going on? It just, bro. Who y'all see coming on live at 9:00 at night? Cole Porter, my brother. Grindworks Entertainment. What's going on? Who? Only me.
Blue.
Only Blue, right? And now suddenly everybody wants to be up late and do live streams. Oh, so anyway, don't matter. He says Shakur next only fight I'm looking for right now. Yeah, Shakur's gonna that guy. TR, what's going on? Devon Webster, my brother, what's going on? No, I don't take it as flattery, and let me tell you why I don't do that. You know, Devon Webster is because, you know, Stephen Taylor, what's going on? Let me tell you why, right? Is that you clear a lane, you clear a path, and people just don't want to give homage. You understand what I'm saying? Sean Coleman, what's going on? So with that said, smash that like button, people. Let's get the likes up. Truly Israel, brother in Super Chat, dropping that good on your boy Blue in Super Chat. Hey, Blue, even though there's a lot of media talk, I just don't feel like Canelo is going to dug this time 100 million to fight two great fights, Benavidez and Charlo, but you never know. A dreamer can wish. Nah, he ain't going to fight him. Todd Nelson, what's going on? B-Rail 87, what's going on? And let me tell you why, Truly Israel. I'm going to tell you why. Let me explain to you why, right? The reason why is because of this, right? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, open it. It just doesn't make sense, right? It makes more sense, Truly Israel, right now. I know we want to see the fight. I'm keen to see Canelo Alvarez face off against Jamal Charlo. I want to see how it plays out. I want to see how it looks. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, look what he has, right? Truly Israel. Look what he can accomplish. He was the first undisputed super middleweight, right? Check the time. What's going on? Jay, what's going on? Now he has the opportunity to become the first undisputed light heavyweight. And he could become undisputed at light heavyweight with 2 fights. Anthony Sanders, what's going on? 2 fights. He could become undisputed at light heavyweight. In 2 fights. 2 fights. So you fight Jamal Charlo. What do you get out of it? You win the fight. You defended your titles. The opportunity goes to Jamal Charlo, not to you. That's not for Canelo to build his legacy outside of us saying, well, that's a good fight. That's a big fight for him. Outside of that, you know, it don't, you know, oh, he finally beat Jamal Charlo if he wins the fight. You understand what I'm saying? But if he goes to 175, beats Dimitri Bivol, then beats the winner Joe Smith Jr. and Arthur Beterbiev, that speaks volumes for Canelo Alvarez. Rivarius Jones, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? For his legacy, Weird TV, what's going on? You understand? For his legacy, from Yashua Born 91, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying, John Wick, what's going on? For his legacy, that speaks volumes. You understand what I'm saying? Darren Garcia, what's going on? That speaks legacy. That speaks volumes for his legacy, right? Charles Edward Cheese said that dude going to be on Mount Rushmore. Facts. Charles Edward Cheese, at the very least, right? He's going to go down as the greatest Mexican fighter in history. Imagine he fights Dimitri Bivol and beats him. Fights Arthur Beterbiev, Joe Smith winner Jr. Beats them. Manolo Vasquez, what's going on, right? And he becomes undisputed in 2 separate weight classes in back-to-back years. In 2 years, he becomes undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. Richard Diaz, what's going on? In 2 years, he becomes undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. Right? Peace be free said, but he's not fighting Joe Smith Jr. You didn't hear what I said. Joe Smith Jr. is fighting Artur Beterbiev. So Artur Beterbiev, Joe Smith Jr. winner is going to hold all 3 belts. You understand, Johnny Tsunami? What's going on? They're going to hold all 3 belts. KG 412, Dr. Pablo said, what's going on? The winner of that fight is going to hold all 3 belts. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you take he's going to fight Bivol for the WBA. Then he fights the winner of that fight for all the belts. So he fights for all the belts in 2 fights at light heavyweight. Now he's fought the best fighters at light heavyweight. He would have beaten, like with Twin B, what's going on? Jay Gerard, what's going on? He would have beaten Dmitry Bivol, more than likely Artur Beterbiev, and Sergey Kovalev. Roman F, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? So, Nice Shot 76, Fred Creech, what's going on? Roman F, what's going on? He does that in under in 2 fights? Get the likes up to 300, people. Get the likes to 300 on 2663 Mounts. What's going on? Brother in the Super Chat, he said, I give Canelo a chance against all of his opponents, but will fight the top guys. But will he fight the top guys? He is fighting the top guys. RJ Fernandez, what's going on? What type? Get the likes up. We got 350 people. Let's get 350 likes. Brian Corbett, what's going on? Get the likes up to 350, man. Smash the like button. What the hell's going on? Wow, man. Max Caesar, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He says, salute, Blue. Canelo have a chance to make history, I believe, before 33. He'll be not to take this route, and I want to see the Charlo fight. Oh, and I completely my Spice Bomb cologne collection. I completed my Oh, bro. Max Caesar, bro. Now, you know you got to get in my inbox and hit me with that cologne. Where can I buy it, great brother? Come on, bro. Max Caesar. Now, you know I collect cologne, brother. So where can I buy that cologne? Drop that info for me in my inbox, bro, so I could go buy that ASAP. And Max Caesar, you got me talking loud. The wife just said, don't buy nothing else. Now, Max Caesar, I'm going to be buying your cologne, bro. Francisco Suarez, what's going on? Brian Corbett, what's going on? Max Caesar, I need that. My brother, Dr. Pablo Sled in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He said, yes, chat, we all know Canelo ducked Charlo at 160, but let's be honest, this move to 175 is a super power move, and he cements his legacy. Thank you. So Alvin Jose Bosa, what's going on? Brian Barnes, what's going on? Texas 806, what's going on? Oh, you got it in Macy's too? Max Caesar, it's in Macy's? Woo! 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 Where my phone's at, man? So that means I could get it on my phone. Smash the like button, people. Michael Woodall, what's going on? JJ the God, what's going on? You're saying 007, what's going on? So, hold on. Smash that like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Yeah, get them likes up, man. This it? This it, great brother? William Quake, what's going on? Big time, what's going on? Max Caesar, that's it right there? Boston and Barbecue. My brother, Boston Conversation, my brother Reggie Owens. What's going on, great brother? Sammy Curriton, what's going on? That's it right there? Curtis Price, what's going on? Joshua Wright, what's going on? Marky Dan 123, what's going on? It's shaped like a bomb with a gold strip in the middle. Okay. Smash that like button, people. Yeah, I'm gonna find that, bro. ESO 35. What's going on? I'm gonna find that. Well, I'll just go to Macy's and get it. Bro, you don't know anything. What's going on? In a gray box. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna find that. Thrill Hill, what's going on? Mr. Valentine, what's going on? It's called Extreme. Oh, it's Extreme? Hold up. Smash that like button, people. We got 400 people. Oh, gotcha. In Macy's. This one? Steve Butler, what's going on? Is that one? Eli Zachary talk everything. Larry B, what's going on? Is that one great, brother? Smash that like button, people. Marquis, what's going on? Teron L. Smith, Steve Travago, what's going on? Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it, great brother. Woo-wee. Hey, Max Caesar, make sure you hear them all, because I will have the bottle on deck. And don't tell the wife, bro. Don't tell the wife. Hey, Max Caesar, I'm going to have it on deck. Make sure you hear them all, because I'm going to have it on deck. Nino B, what's going on? I'm going to have it on deck. Salute my brother. Dr. Pablo said, dropping that half a dip on your boy Blue. Oh, for sure. Jay Wash 4, brother in Super Chase said, glad Bud finally spoke some truth today. With that being said, he contradicted all his previous narratives. April 16, big fish back. I agree with you. Joshua Wright, what's going on? Yeah, don't tell the wife, bro. Don't tell the wife. Yeah. She just said, I'm taking your cards. Monty Norman, Cinnamon Savage, MP WTF, what's going on? G Code, what's going on? Jorge Ramirez, Henry Mahone, what's going on? So now let's get back into this, man. I need y'all. We got 450 people. They're not sending out notifications. I need y'all to smash the like button. Get the likes up. Hey, Blue, can you send some Wise chips? Oh, yeah. Charles Edward Cheese, inbox me on Instagram. Blue Sports TV. Which ones you like? The originals or you got, just tell me which ones you like. Donna Williams, what's going on? Damian Milton, what's going on? The Don, what's going on? Fronting like he was trying to make a fight that could have been that couldn't be made. Marquis, who you talking about? Buddy Love, what's going on? Quincy Carter, TR, what's going on? Blue, no matter what they say, bro, you cool. Man, I don't care what people say about me. So let's get into this, man. Smash that like button, people. Let's get the likes up. We got 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Get the likes to 450. Mr. Countdown City, what's going on? Jorge Ramirez, what's going on? Get the likes up to 450, man. Donna Williams, what's going on? Jimmy Chin, what's going on? Henry Mahone, Michael Goodwin, what's going on? So I got 450 people in here. I need 450 likes. Smash it. So anyway, it just makes sense for Canelo Alvarez to go that route. But let's talk about this, right? Let's talk about this. Terence Bud Crawford. He came out and he told you guys the truth. Curtis Price, what's going on? Right? Terence Bud Crawford, he told you what it is. Errol Spence is hungry for this fight just like I am. So I told you guys that it wasn't Errol Spence. I told you guys it wasn't. But y'all came here, and then Terence Crawford told you 60-40 wasn't a problem. Oh, what did I tell y'all? But y'all don't listen to me. Oh, Blue, you just don't like this person. You just don't like that person. I told y'all that Canelo Alvarez was offered $50 million. Chaz 313, what's going on? I told you Canelo Alvarez was offered $50 million. What y'all come here and talk? Where you heard that? I ain't see that. Who told you that? Tell me your source. Where you get that from? I told y'all. 222, what's going on? I told y'all that Canelo Alvarez was offered $50 million to fight Jamal Charlo. Did I not tell y'all that? And y'all came here when I posted the video and told y'all about it. Y'all came here talking about what source do Blue just be making up stuff. Where you see that at? Ain't nobody said he was giving $50 million. Nobody saw that. If I tell you who tell me everything, then I won't have a source. Because you don't want to believe me. But when somebody else tell you, when Michael Benson or Coppinger or ESPN tell you, oh, you don't ask them for no sources, you take it and run with it. Showtime Major, what's going on? But when I tell you he was offered $50 million to fight Jamal Charlo, y'all told me I ain't know what I was talking about. Knowledge Shabazz, what's going on? That's what you told me. Doing Jenkins, the gotcha game, what's going on? When I told y'all, right, that Errol Spence wants to fight with Terence Crawford, right? What y'all told me? No, he don't want the fight. Paul Porter, what's going on? He don't want the fight. He ain't trying to make the fight. He avoided. And then what Terence Crawford tell you today? Errol Spence, I talked to Errol Spence on the phone. He wants to fight just as much as I do. Uh-oh. The 60-40 is not a problem. Uh-oh. And then he told you, Leon Stone, what's going on? Oh, y'all came here talking about, oh, Errol Spence is avoiding him. He's ducking. Omega Red, what's going on? Crimson Fire, what's going on? Oh, Blue, how much is Errol Spence paying you? King Judah, what's going on? How much Errol Spence paying you? So now, are y'all asking Terence Crawford how much Errol Spence is paying him? Because he just reiterated what I've been telling you. They told you today what I've been telling you, that Canelo Alvarez is offered $50 million for a Jamal Charlo fight. Huh? So now what? Mr. Valentine, what's going on? Because see, just because I don't respond in the comment section, I see your little comments. Oh, Blue just be making up stuff. He just be talking just to talk. Where he get this information? What makes you think I'm going to sit here and say, oh, I got this information from this person, that person, and this person? What makes you think that? Robert Lopez, what's going on? What leads you to believe that? Ocean Wildfire, what's going on? What leads you to believe that I'm going to sit here and say, hey, this person told me this, then I ain't got no sources. Then ain't nobody going to tell me nothing. Yeah, they pushed me off. They playing with the stream. Key of Life 7 times. What's going on? They playing with the stream. The Davis 2310. What's going on? Isaiah Young. What's going on? My connection is excellent. Yet they telling me that I got a bad connection. My internet connection says excellent. So how is it telling me I have a bad connection? I don't have a bad connection. Horrible, man. News is horrible. YouTube's horrible. No, suddenly I got a bad connection. Isn't that amazing? Salute, Coogie Cool, brother in Super Chat. Blue is TBE. I appreciate you, great brother. So, yeah, they messed with my connection. It's horrible, man. Deion Mose. Quincy Carter, brother in Super Chat. He said, how they sleeping on you, Blue? Wake him up. Wake him up. Wake him up. Mark, you did 1, 2, 3, brother in Super Chat. Said those are the same dudes who said AJ versus Fury was done deal, but their credibility is never questioned. Shaking my head. Facts. But when I said it wasn't happening, Urban Naturalist, what's going on? But Mark, you did 1, 2, 3. When I said it wasn't happening, what they tell you? Oh, Blue don't know what he talking about. This ain't Nino B. This ain't Mo. What's going on? Eric Pope. What's going on? Josh Chavez. What's going on? Right? When I told you it wasn't happening, oh, Blue don't know what he's talking about. Renee Bosh Young, my brother Renee Bosh Young. Go subscribe to my brother Renee Bosh Young. Right? When I told you that, oh, Blue don't know what he's talking about. Loving Al Gaither. What's going on? Smash the like button, people. Let's get them likes up, man. Get the likes up to 500. Smash the like button. Black Boxing Kings, what's going on? Get the likes up to 500. Smash that like button, people. Let's work. So, when I tell you these things, so now, exactly, Marky Dan 1, 2, 3. So now Terence Crawford tells you that Errol Spence wants to fight just as much as he do. But I told you that Errol Spence wanted to fight, and y'all came here talking about Errol Spence don't want to fight. Errol Spence is avoiding Terence Crawford. Uh-oh. Beat for lyrics. What's going on? Now, watch this now. Then Terence Crawford tells you it's not Errol Spence. It's not me. It's the powers that be. And then he told you, he alluded to the reason that they don't want to make it happen because they want Terence Crawford, allegedly, the PBC or the other networks want him to sign with them for multiple fights. DOG 215, my brother, what's going on? They want him to sign for multiple fights. Like Terence Crawford said, they don't want me to come over there, possibly win the belt, and walk off into the sunset with all the hardware. They want some compensation. But he said, me and Errol spoke on the phone, and he wants this fight just as bad as I do. Uh-oh. But y'all told me Errol Spence don't want the fight. Y'all told me I'm on Errol Spence's payroll. Y'all told me, oh, you just Errol Spence fanboy. When I told you Errol Spence wants to fight. And I told you, Henry Mahone, what's going on? And I told you that I didn't agree with Terence Crawford, knowing that Errol Spence wants to fight, knowing that Errol Spence is on board and wants to make it happen, and continuously placing the blame on Errol Spence when he knows it's not Errol Spence. 504 top level, what's going on? Shaheem Henderson, what's going on? Yeah, that's what they're going to do, Young King Company. It's all good. Right? And I agree with everything Terence Crawford stated. I wholeheartedly agree with everything he stated today. The only difference I had when he said that we need to stick together, he said suddenly what'll happen is my team goes against his team, and then his fans goes against my fan, Eli Sonaris. What's going on? I am Supreme Deuce Deuce. What's going on? Paul Ho, what's going on? Paul Ho said, why ain't it Errol? I just told you, and Terence Crawford just told you why it's not Errol. What? Why y'all just want to put something on somebody? Vic Middlebrooks, what's going on? He just told you it's out of both of their hands, right? If the network don't agree, what can Errol Spence do? If the network say, listen, the only way we're gonna put up this money, or the promoters we're gonna put up this money, is for Terence Crawford to commit to something, right? Then what is Errol Spence going to do? My brother Keon, Everything Boxing Sports in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing Sports. So what is Errol Spence supposed to do at that point? Because Bud, I think this, right, Charles Edward Cheese, I think that Bud is going to sign a multi-year deal. Not a multi-year deal, multi-fight deal. And let me tell you why. I think the Keith Thurman fight is going to be part of the deal. Dow Hickenbottom, brother in Super Chat. When did Terence Crawford say this? On Twitter or Instagram? Where? I'm curious. He said it in multiple interviews today. You got to look at the interviews he did today. So Charles Edward Cheese, I believe he'll sign, but it got to be right. See, here's the thing. Let me explain this to y'all. We quick to tell the fighters it got to be right for them, but these promoters and these managers and these networks, they too are trying to get the lion's share of the money off the fighters. So why Terence Crawford got to sign everything away? My brother Keon said, I've been telling people they wrong for running with the narrative, but I was when I said they need to stop with exactly. So my thing was this, right, Key, is that I agree with everything Terence Crawford said today. My only difference of what he said today is you knew this from the beginning, bro. And then you say we can't have a division in it. You knew when you come out and you say certain things, it causes a division. When he said, my team say this, then his team say that, well, you knew that's causing a division too. You have to put a stop to the hemorrhage. When you stepped in the ocean and say, I'm looking for the big fish, but I can't find that big fish, he avoiding me, this, and this, and you know that he wants to fight just as much as you want to fight. And like Terence Crawford said, I agree. He said, our approach to making this fight happen, he's just as hungry as I am to make this fight happen. He said his approach is that he wanted to collect the belts and save the best for last. Me, I wanted to go right for the juggler. Cool, but you knew he wanted to fight. Leon J. Guthrie Jr., brother in Super Chat, I'm glad they confirmed what you said. Now I want to hear about contracts and date set. That's what I want. Let's see some great fights. Agreed. Devon Webster, brother in Super Chat, Blue, you said they wasn't Bud fans, just Spence hate. Didn't I tell y'all that? So now let's see where they suddenly disappear. Terrence Sellers, what's going on? David DeJesus, what's going on? Now suddenly they're going to disappear though. Teron L. Smith, brother in Super Chat, said Willie Lynch, Blue, and me and others, you see everybody tell you good stuff that's accurate, but rather believe the television, right? Tell live vision. Yep. And the ones who usually, exactly, great brother, exactly. They don't want to believe Blue. See, now I told y'all, when I told her the story about Rolly, I told you I was the first one told you he was going to be pulled out the fight. Oh man, people made 3 Instagram accounts talking about Blue is bad for boxing. He's making up stories. Rolly ain't get pulled from the fight. And then hours later, they announce it. But see, the difference is, do you think they're going to be a person of their word and stand on their square? No. Quincy Carter, brother in Super Chat. He said, Errol never done no work. Not to my knowledge. No, he didn't. He didn't. Full movie episodes going on. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. Robin Montgomery, what's going on? Kareem El Amin, what's going on? Mr. VA Fitted, what's going on? Roy Boy Florida, what's going on? So when I, Daniel Staley, what's going on? So when I told you, Ronald Santiago, what's going on? So when I told you, Zonos Boston, what's going on? Mass Murder, what's going on, great brother? Where you been at? Philip P. Flaming Walden, what's going on? So when I tell you that, oh, Canelo Alvarez being offered $50 million for Jamal Charles. No, where you see that at? That's not real. Blue making up stories. Demarius King, what's going on? Y'all listen to these platforms. They're not fans of these fighters. They just blue blood detractors. Kyrian Alexis, what's going on, great brother? Where you been at? Let me say it to you again. Big Al House of Pain, what's going on? They're not fans of these fighters. Mile High Raider, what's going on? They're just blue blood detractors, people. Angelito Salcero, what's going on? See, here's the thing. They just want to go against the grain. Everything I say, they want to say the polar opposite. They don't care if it's right or wrong. Jonathan 97, Nucky Gamble, what's going on? Mari Cooper, what's going on? Jason Brown, what's going on? They just want to say the opposite, just to say go so that you could come there talking about, yeah. See, Blue don't know what he's talking about. He don't know what he's talking about. And then guess what? Orlando Collins, brother in Super Chat. He said, Bill Haney said Devin will fight George for free, secure the fight. It's a fame shame. Yep. You see the brother TR, he says, Blue Spence mouthpiece. Blue Spence mouthpiece. S. Money, what's going on? Nice the Savage, what's going on? NY Willis, what's going on? So the brother says, Blue is Spence mouthpiece. See, he don't get it. See, TR been here trying to cause confusion from the very beginning. If y'all haven't, don't time him out, don't block him, don't do anything. Ahmad do what's going on? Lou Hen, my brother, a pillar of this Blue Blood Sports TV. Don't time him out, don't block him. I just want to show y'all something. Okay? The brother TR has been here. I want to show y'all something. Right? He's been here trying to cause confusion and distractions from the very beginning of this live stream. You understand? Terry Atkins, what's going on? A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Manuel H in the building. Terry Atkins said a couple of channels held you up. No, they didn't hold me up. Right? So here's the thing, right? He come here trying to cause distractions. See, and Eric Pake, what's going on? Yeah. So King Judah, he got a wrench because I show everybody love. But see, I just want to show y'all something, right? So I've been showing that dude love from the beginning, right? But he can't help himself. See, he deals in emotions. Sam F, what's going on? He dealing in emotions. So now, because Terence Crawford came out, he can't say anything of any substance. He has no substance to stand on. You understand? And because he has no substance to stand on, he's been trying to cause confusion. Hurry see what's going on from the beginning. He came in talking about, oh, it doesn't matter what Fanon says about you. You still cool with me. It don't matter what this channel said about you. You still cool. It don't matter what the people said about you. You still cool. You see what I'm talking about? And see, I don't have to second guess my decisions, right? Because I know who I am. But see, you got to understand, this is an actual person that's hiding behind a symbol instead of showing his face, right? And then going from channel to channel. This is how your day is made up. No, I'm not making them famous, right? I'm exploiting what's actually going on because there's no such thing as fame. King Eugene III, what's going on? Dub Neville's, what's going on? You understand? There's no such thing. That's just all a figment of how you perceive yourself or other people perceive you, right? So here's the thing, Jessica Byrne, peace of blessings, Queen. How you doing today? So this is the issue what we have with today's time in society. Cap's Corner Store, what's going on? Dontrell Goff, what's going on? Kane the Bad Guy, what's going on? See, I don't worry about giving anybody. I'm not one of those people that say, oh, I don't mention this guy's name because I don't want people to get. I don't care about none of that. I'm not that guy. Keith Marcel, what's going on? I don't care about this dude or that dude. If I don't know who you are, just don't know who you are. Jose Polanco, what's going on? Daniel Stanley, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute, Blue Blood, Spence, and Boots. Hashtag Spence, hashtag Boots. Salute to you, great brother. Daniel Stanley, my brother. You see what I'm saying? So, exactly, Charles Edward Cheese. Exactly. Teron L. Smith, brother in super chat. Some guys just have female tendencies. That's not even female tendencies. I wouldn't even put that on a female. Those are character flaws. Has nothing to do with gender. Those are simply character flaws. See, when you see, here's the thing, Michael Lee, what's going on? When you look in the mirror, I'm the one. What's going on? He said, you don't have to believe it, but there's a such thing as fame. It's all how you perceived. There's no such thing. It's how you perceive it. There's no such thing as fame. Some people would say, hey, Blue, you famous. No, I'm not. To who? Real Ones Know TV. What's going on? There's no such thing. Andrew Brown, what's going on? So anyway, back to regularly scheduled programming. Life Escape, what's going on? Andrew Brown, what's going on? So now, Jarvis Emery, the A, what's going on? Michael Lee, what's going on? So now, I've been telling you guys forever. So now, I told you guys, when people came, oh, Blue, this fight is never going to happen. It's going to happen. Smash the like button, people. Smash it. Jeffrey Marshall, what's going on? Smash the like button. Darnell Helton, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. Let's get the likes up. Donate $1 to Super Chat for the people that can't refresh the Super Chat. Please. Hey, the historian came to me in my nap today, man. Today I took a nap and a historian came in my nap. Sure did. The historian came in my nap today. NJ Fury, what's going on? Canelo a duck for real. He's not a duck. Ronaldo Santiago, what's going on? Canelo's not a duck. He's not ducking. Mark West, what's going on? Shaheem Henderson, what's going on? Sherry Edwards, what's going on? CB3, what's going on? Big Block, what's going on? Teron L. Smith, brother super chat, a person spits facts day in and day out, shows that he's plugged in. YouTube gets it faster than ESPN. Blue in the trenches has yet to speak false. I don't. And guess what, Teron L. Smith? If I'm wrong, y'all know I'll be the first one to say I stand corrected. Coach Show Dry Raceball, what's going on? Shogun 76, what's going on? Louis Cordova, Jimmy Chin, what's going on? If I'm wrong, y'all know I'll be the first to tell you I stand corrected. Kieran and Alexis, what's going on? So now let's look at this. Canelo Alvarez, I see people continuously saying that Canelo Alvarez is ducking this and ducking that. He's not ducking anybody. He has an opportunity to create history and revisit these fights that we want to see. He has something that's at the fingertips, right? That may not be there, and he has to grasp it. Darnell Higgins, brother in super chat. What about blood on black people not sticking together? Yeah, I'm going to get to that as well. But in the same time, like he said, Darnell Higgins, he stated about a division, right? But at the same time, he's aware that his comments create division because he is the source, just like Errol Spence is the source. So if Errol Spence said, Terence Crawford, he ain't trying to fight me, well, guess what's going to happen? The Errol Spence fans, right, are going to take that and run with it and say, he ain't trying to fight. Errol Spence has never said that, right? Errol Spence has never said Terence Crawford is not trying to fight. He never said, I'm not trying to fight Terence Crawford. He never said the fight is not going to happen. Errol Spence has never stated either one of those things, ever. I am Supreme Deuce, brother in super chat. You famous to me, Blue. Continue the prosperity, my G. I appreciate you, great brother. Carla Wall James, what's going on? I appreciate you. I need y'all to get the likes up, people. They didn't send out notifications. They dragging the stream. I need y'all to get the likes up. We got 700 people here. We should have 700 likes, and we don't even have 500. Okay? So here's the thing, right? Rahman Salahuddin, he said Errol Spence the angel, right? Now watch this now. Why would you say Errol Spence is the angel, right? Why would you say that, great brother? Muhammad Hijab, what's going on? Why would you say that as if to say Errol Spence can't do no wrong? See, because I can read between the lines. So why would you say Errol Spence is the angel, right? Who said he was the angel? CS, what's going on? What does that have to do with this situation? Let me ask you a question. See, this is what I'm talking about. They lead you down these holes, and y'all go run with the narrative so much that you get to the point of no return. So what are you talking about? Errol Spence is the angel, right? What do you mean by that? And don't time out nobody. Don't block nobody. Don't do any of those things. Don't time out nobody. Don't block nobody. Don't do anything, people. Milton 445X. What's going on? Yeah, he emotional. Matt Trez, what's going on? So, hold on. Let me pull my truck over for a second. Go ahead, do your thing, brother. Stay safe and get with me. MPWTF, what's going on? Cool. Eric Johnson, my brother, what's going on? We're going to wait for you to pull the truck over. Get the likes all the way up, people. Donate $1 to Super Chat. Refresh the Super Chat. Tat, what's going on? RJ Marr, what's going on? Sean Coleman, what's going on? Steve Brooks, what's going on? Errol, no angel. That's what he mean. And hey, bro, who cares about his lifestyle outside of the ring? What do you do in your lifestyle? What are you, Muhammad Hijab? You perfect? You walk this earth perfectly? Because if you don't, then what are you talking about? Errol Spence like to celebrate. Boston News, what's going on? What's your point? Facts, what's going on? See, this is what I'm talking about. Bree Sean Johnson, what's going on? See, then Rashad Akdal, what's going on? So the brother just said Errol Spence likes to hang out and entertain and party. What does that have to do with boxing? Did he ever shortchange you in the ring? If he didn't shortchange you in the ring, then what are you talking about? Joe DeLeon, what's going on? You see what I'm talking about? They can't separate facts from feelings. They have an issue. You've been led down that hole for so long to believe it was the truth that now when Terence Crawford tells you himself, you can't even make the adjustments because you can't deal with facts over feelings. Brady Hudson, what's going on? Juan Hernandez, what's going on? What does Errol Spence do in his personal time have to do with anything? Oh, he's not an angel. Look what he likes to do. It'll catch up to everybody. Michael Jordan, is Michael Jordan the perfect athlete? Do Michael Jordan smoke cigars and have drinks? So what are you talking about? Elbow, what's going on, brother? Naim Amir, what's going on? So what are you talking about? It'll catch up to him, right? No. What are you talking about? It could catch up to everybody. Successful hustle, brother in Super Chat, Tyson Fury, McGregor drink on camera, no criticism. Facts. Conor McGregor got a whole line. Nobody complaining about that. Guillermo Maldonado, what's going on? Jay Stevens, what's going on? Now suddenly, Jay James, what's going on? Now suddenly, y'all have an issue because, man, y'all amazing, man. Victor Venencio, what's going on? It's just like I told you, Jay Lynn, peace of blessings, Queen. Just me and E, what's going on? It's just like I told you, Sean Coleman, what's going on? It's not that they're Terence Crawford fans. It's not that they're George Kambosos Jr. fans. It's not that they're Tyson Fury fans. They're detractors of the other fighter that they don't fancy. Urban Naturalist, what's going on? Brother in the Super Chat, refresh the Super Chat. Yes, sir, people. Refresh the Super Chat for your boy Blue. I don't know why they block some people from Super Chat. What is it?
2014.
No. Oh, it's an actor?
Yeah.
Okay.
17.
Yes, she just sent you?
No, I just seen it.
Oh, you just seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll look at it when I'm done. Rodman Now the brother pulled over the truck. I think Terence Crawford covered it in 3 interviews I have seen. He summed it up with the powers that be, promoters, and Errol Spence wanted to wait for the fight. Is the type of to go for the head and juggler. Okay. He never said Errol Spence wanted to wait for the fight. He said that Errol Spence wanted to pick up the belts. So why would Errol Spence detour from his already original plan before Terence Crawford came about to go in the direction of Terence Crawford and have to go the route of trying to bring 2 promotional companies together, 2 networks together, and try to make the fight happen where he already set his route out, just like you saying you driving your truck. Your route is already set. Now imagine they call you right now and say, hey, we need you to go back 3 hours the opposite way, turn left here, turn. You're going to have a problem with that because you already set your route. So Errol Spence set his route in his GPS before Terence Crawford even came in the division. And so here, Terence Crawford told you that it was Errol Spence not looking to make the fight, that he was avoiding him. But he didn't tell you that today. He told you that that Errol Spence is passionate about making this fight just as much as he is. And so if it had to do with the promoters and it had to do with the powers that be behind the scenes, then why did you say Errol Spence is an angel? You still didn't elaborate. Why did you say, but Errol Spence is an angel, right? I don't understand. You said Errol Spence is an angel, right? What does that have to do with Errol Spence being an angel? I think Terence Crawford was just using peer pressure to get Spence to fight. Okay, so let's stop right there. There's no need to read the rest. If Terence Crawford was trying to use peer pressure to get Errol Spence to take the fight, and he knew Errol Spence wanted to fight, Errol Spence told you, he said, me and Terence Crawford sat on the phone. We tried to figure out a way to make the fight happen, but neither one of us know anything about making a fight happen. Didn't Errol Spence tell you that? So Errol Spence said the better route then, in my opinion, was for me to get the belt, stay on the path that I was already on, en route to get those belts, and then save the best for last. Then we fight for undisputed. My brother Pat-Man ATLT in the building. Jay Harris 2 Real, what's going on? My brother Bitch B Megastar in the building. He said the original plan was to get the belt, and we can make that happen. January 2018. His original plan was to get the belts, all the belts, pick up the belts. So where did Errol Spence, why did you say Errol Spence is an angel? As if to say he's doing wrong. I'm confused. Charlie over cheese, should I order Wingstop? I love Wingstop, man. Go subscribe to my brother Pac-Man ATLT, man. He said, I don't think that fight happened in my opinion. No, it's going to happen. Ain't no way they leaving that money on the table. My brother Bitch B Megastar in the building. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. Again, my brother Bitch B Megastar Princess's channel, KK Penson TV. Drop the link, Bish. Tavius Henderson, what's going on? I'm so far behind, I can't even read the comment. I don't know what's going on here. As in, not to be blamed for the fight not happening up until now. Okay, so let me ask you the question, right? Is Errol, you said Errol Spence is to blame for the fight not happening? Yes or no? Because I'm so far behind. I get all flats, great brother. I get all flats. I don't like drumsticks. Quincy Carter, brother in Super Chat. Errol cleans up his side of the street. The Bud fight will be for undisputed, which would be huge. Agreed. He said part of the blame. How's he part of the blame? Go ahead and tell me how's he part of the blame. You just went through a whole spiel and told us why he's not to blame, but then you said he's part of the blame. So explain to me how he's part of the blame. How? Pop 375, what's going on? How's he part of the blame? Elite E, what's going on? The problem is we just can't accept things for what it is. We got to make it we always got to have a twitch to it. A twist to it. Sparks, what's going on? We always have to have a twist to it. We can't just be like, yeah, you know what, this happened. We can't do that. We always have to have a twist. January 2018, he told Bud to get a belt and we could get a fight. You do know when he said that in January 2018, he didn't say that to Terence Crawford. Okay, that's a misconception. What Errol Spence was asked about was in January 2018, before Terence Crawford made his debut in the welterweight division, if Terence Crawford came to the division, and would that be a fight that Errol Spence would be looking for? And Errol Spence said, yeah, if he has a belt, I'm looking to collect all the belts. Y'all tried to twist it and make it like he said, hey, Terence Crawford, you go get a belt, then I'm going to fight you next. That's not what he said. Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? That's not what he said at all. That's not what he said at all. That's what Keith Thurman told him. That's what Keith Thurman told him. That's not what Errol Spence told him. Errol Spence was asked, what about a fight with Terence Crawford? And he said, if Terence Crawford come to the division, I'm trying to get all the belts. If he come to the division and got a belt, oh yeah, we're going to have to make it happen because I'm looking to become undisputed. So he ain't got a choice but to fight Terence Crawford, as he told you. Crucial Constance, what's going on? But y'all try to make it as if he said, as soon as Terence Crawford get a belt, then I'm fighting him next. That's not what he said. Stop it. That was Keith Thurman that said that. TR, brother, super chat. Take it back, Blue. I was just messing around. Much love. Okay, great, brother. Boston Barbecue, Jay Davis, what's going on? Steve Brooks, what's going on? Elite E, what's going on? That's what Keith Thurman said. Keith Thurman said he's too small for the division. He's too little. Jaquan Pickett, Ruben Langford, what's going on? That was Keith Thurman. He's too little for the division. He got to get a belt. He got to get his weight up. That was Keith Thurman. That was not Terence Crawford. That was Errol Spence, right? Dan 4531, what's going on? Do you prefer Bevel, Triple G, or Charlo and Bina Vita? Hey, I want to see, I'm going to be honest with y'all. Burgess Meriden, what's going on? I want to see Canelo Alvarez create history. Look, he's still trying to use misconceptions. He said that fight is going to happen. Spence said, hopefully he beats Jeff Horn and gets the belt. What part of this are you missing? Let me say it to you again, brother. He was asked, that's before he made his debut in the division. And so when asked what you think about Terence Crawford and the fight with Terence Crawford, he said, if he gets a belt in the division, yes, the fight has to happen because I'm looking to become undisputed. So, of course, I got to fight Terence Crawford. I'm focused on picking up all the belts. He never said I'm fighting Terence Crawford next as soon as he get a belt. Stop trying to misguide the people. That don't work with me, brother. I know the interviews and I listen to everything. That's not, he didn't allude to if he fights Jeff Horn, beat Jeff Horn, I'm fighting him next. No, because Errol Spence was looking to unify with Keith Thurman. And check this out. See, this is what I be telling y'all, man. Watch this now. Kareem Ebanks, brother in the super chat, dropping that half on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Rahman Salahuddin, if Spence held up the fight, then why is Bud suing Bob? Right. So now check this out, Kareem Ebanks. Watch this now. Check this out now, Kareem Ebanks. See, this is why I try to tell y'all, man. That don't work here with me, bro. That works with other people that'll allow that. So now watch this now. Brother, you said Spence said that, right? Terence Crawford, when asked before he even fought Jeff Horn, was asked about him in a fight with Errol Spence. Now look at the difference of energy, okay? Errol Spence said, Terence Crawford get a belt. Yeah, I'm going to have to fight him. I'm going to be looking to fight him because I'm collecting all the belts. It don't matter. See, this is the part that they're not telling the people. He said, it don't matter who got the belts. I want to collect the belt. But I want to fight Keith Thurman, right? Next, and unify the belts. Okay? Now watch this now. When Terence Crawford was asked before the Jeff Horn fight about fighting Errol Spence Jr., bless 365, peace and blessings, Queen. When Terence Crawford was asked about fighting Errol Spence Jr., when he was with Stephen A. Smith and Matt Kellerman, about fighting Errol Spence Jr., because Errol Spence Jr. was the man to beat in the division, and Terence Crawford said Errol Spence is not the man to beat. That's who you say is the man to beat. I have to beat Keith Thurman. I want to beat Keith Thurman. I want to fight Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao. Those are the guys to beat. And Stephen A. Smith said, my eye test tell me Errol Spence is the guy. And Terence Crawford said, your eyes are your eyes are deceiving you. He's not the man to beat. Keith Thurman and Manny Pacquiao are the man to beat. That's my number one objective. And then Danny Garcia. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Maurice Romaine, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. Canelo became undisputed at 175. That's huge. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to see him do it. Maurice Romaine, dropping that half a duh on your boy Blue. I want to see him make it happen. Sparks, brother in super chat, what Errol options after he becomes undisputed? He's going up to 154. Jay James, what's going on? Kevin Coleman, what's going on? He said Bud put it in his contract for Bob to make the fight. Right. After he fought Igis Kavalauskas. Do you know what year that was? Tim Allen, what's going on? Do you know what year that was? When he fought Igis Kavalauskas, brother? So when you saying he put it in his contract to fight Errol Spence, that's when he was fighting Igis Kavalauskas. You said Errol Spence said this in 2018. So what are we talking about here? This is what I'm talking about. Artist Timberlake Brown, what's going on? If I had to choose between the two, who do I place more blame on? Neither one of them. It's just like what Terence Crawford told you today. It's the powers that be that don't want to see the fight happen. Period. Sam F., what's going on? Eric Pope, brother in the super chat. He said, it'd be nice to see Bud and Thurman fight while we wait for a winner of Spence Ugas. Boots will have to wait his turn. Love the show. Appreciate you, great brother. Yeah. And so I believe Eric Pope, Pig, Crimson Fire, what's going on? We're going to get exactly that. I think Vic Sosa, what's going on? I think that, man, I need y'all to get the likes up to 1K. Smash the like button. Marcus House, what's going on? If they're not sending out the notifications and ain't playing with the stream, smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. We should have at least 800 likes right now, and we don't even have 600. Naughty Crash, what's going on? Get the likes up, people. T. Scott, what's going on? So, Eric Paul, I think that's going to be the plan, because like Terence Crawford said, the powers that be don't want Terence Crawford to just go ahead, fight Errol Spence, possibly beat Errol Spence, get the belt, and then walk off into the sunset, and they're not compensated. You understand what I'm saying? Larry Botts, what's going on? So, Bless 365, where you been at, Queen? I ain't seen you in a month of days. It's been a while. Your nice name, okay, it's pronounced Pike. Hey, great brother, I don't read that well. So Eric Pike, Barry McClay, what's going on? So now, Eric Pike, I think that just that is going to happen, just what you want. Because I look at it from this standpoint, like Terence Crawford said, they're looking at a few opponents because Errol Spence is tied up with the Ugas fight. So they fight April 16th. The winner of that fight, you say, to be generous, April, May, June, July. The winner of that fight ain't going to be ready to fight until to July, August. The end of July, almost August, right? So they may as well wait until September, October, right? And Terence Crawford could fight then in September, October. So Terence Crawford could get another fight in. As he stated, he wants to get another fight in. Isidro Bermudez, what's going on? Smooth 215 GG, what's going on? Terence Crawford said he want to get another fight in. He want to stay busy, obviously. He said he's looking at a few names. It makes sense to me that today Keith Thurman is calling him out. Teron L. Smith, brother super chat. Spence versus Bud for undisputed. This the right time. Exactly, agreed. Bernard Byers, what's going on? Kellen 709, brother in super chat, dropping that Duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. Appreciate you. NMB Memphis Beats. Bama Jeff 79. What's going on? Stan 92. What's going on? Where does Virgil in the equation? FSU is going on. Virgil Ortiz is I don't know, man. Hey, Bless 365. She said, ever since the Niners lost, I've been in my feelings, Blue. Hey, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Randy Hernandez, what's going on? Brovane Wisdom, what's going on? I be looking at all types of 49. Hamilton still won. What's the season start tomorrow? I can't take it, man. So I think that, Terence Crawford, he said he wanted to stay active. I think the Keith Thurman fight makes sense. And why does it make sense to me, right? Hey, Quest, do me a favor, big boy. Can you pass me 2 more bottles of water? Let me tell you why I think the Keith Thurman fight happening next. Dennis Rice, what's going on? Devon Webster, my brother, what's going on? Blue, that 2-fight deal, Crawford versus Thurman and Spence, Ugas winning. Exactly. That's what I think is going to happen, right? The drop, what's going on? Jay James, what's going on? So Pike, I think it makes sense to fight Keith Thurman. Now I know Keith Thurman. Thank you, baby boy. Keith Thurman said he ain't gonna be ready till July. That's a 2-fight deal, right? That would satisfy what Terence Crawford is saying. They don't want him to come get that belt and in a 1 fight and walk off into the sunset. No, they ain't trying to do that. They want to be compensated. So it makes sense for Terence Crawford to have to go the route of fighting Keith Thurman. But that's perfect for Terence Crawford because he wanted to do it anyway. And as far as Virgil Ortiz Jr., I don't know how much is Desmond Stone. What's going on? I don't know how much interest Virgil Ortiz Jr. has in fighting the upper echelon in the division. AJ McCoy, what's going on? I kind of feel like Virgil Ortiz, Cyrus Gaston, what's going on? Luciano Diaz, what's going on? Everyone's sleeping on Ugas. He might be Errol Spence. He does great against Southpaws. The Southpaws he fought are not equivalent to Errol Spence. That's like saying Manny Pacquiao does great against orthodox fighters. So he might beat Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, well, they ain't Floyd Mayweather. Kai Dollars, what's going on? Arturo Israel, what's going on? So I feel like Virgil Ortiz Jr. is waiting for things to open up and allowing him to have the best opportunity to become a world champion. That's what I feel like they're doing with Virgil Ortiz. Hey, Jalen, don't you dare. Show's going on. Tip O'Malley, what's going on? Don't you dare come here talking about you happy for OBJ and Aaron Donald. Don't you dare. Daryl Hatcher, what's going on? How dare you? What is wrong with you? Stash Slow Man, what's going on? What is wrong with you? How you gonna dare come here and say you happy for those brothers? No, you ain't happy for them. That's not how it works. We family. We in this together. That's not how it works, Queen. That's not how it works. We in this together. Like bad boys. IJ Flavor Henry, what's going on? Hey, Ez, what's going on, great brother? You think Canelo's a Benavidez? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Canelo Alvarez is they're making it that he's hesitant to fight David Benavidez. It sounds good, the storyline. Mike Big Boxing, my brother, go subscribe to my brother, Mike Big Boxing. Shining Light, what's going on? Okay, it sounds good. It's a storyline. Canelo's avoiding. He's not avoiding David Benavidez. And if he is, it's not because he don't think he can win. Muhammad Hajab, brother in Super Chat, do you think Ortiz beats Boots or Conor Ben? No. I think he could beat Conor Ben. I don't think he could beat Boots. Hope now, what's going on? And the more experience he allowed Conor Ben to get, the less likely his chance is going to be able to beat Conor Ben as well. Virgil Ortiz Jr. style, okay? Virgil Ortiz Jr. style is not going to see him grow leaps and bounds. You understand? His style is not going to grow leaps and bounds. You're not going to see a complete difference in Virgil Ortiz in 5 years than you see right now. He may have some adjustments. He may have some things he added to his repertoire, but for the most part, what you see from him, he may get stronger. His power may come up, and he may, pick up little tricks of the trade, right? But at the end of the day, his physical attributes are not going to allow him to reach a certain height. His physical, limitations are just not going to allow him to reach a certain height. It's just not. So technically, he could get better, little things, but their physical attributes of Conor Ben and Virgil Ortiz, Conor Ben and what's his name, Jerron Boots Ennis, and guys like Rashid Ellis, Mike James 616. What's going on? Right, Jared Smith. What's going on? They can get better but they have an athletic gift as well. Now, this is not to say Virgil Ortiz is not athletic at all, because he does have athletic ability. But yeah, Jared Smith, he said he'll fight him in 4 years. He's not limited, my brother. The guy can fight. Shaheem Henderson. See, this is what I'm saying. People we just choose not to listen. Justo Chavez, what's going on? I didn't say he couldn't fight. I said he's a hate. I didn't say he's limited in fighting. I said he's limited in athletic ability, meaning that they have the opportunity. Their ceiling is limitless because of their athletic ability. Everybody can pick up technical and little tricks of the trade, but you can't teach athletic ability. You just can't. Nobody can teach athletic ability. You either a great athlete or you're not. That can't be taught. Like size can't be taught. Speed can't be taught, right? You can work on it, but if you're naturally very fast, like Gary Russell Jr. or Floyd Mayweather or Jerron Ennis or Terence Crawford, right? You can't teach that. Rashidi Ellis speed. You can't teach Rashidi Ellis' speed. That's just something he's gifted with. Now, the little tricks of the trade and the technical things, and keep your hand here and make sure you stand here and make sure you don't. You can teach those things. You can't teach athletic and size. You can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. And so my difference is that I said those guys are so athletic that once you teach them also the technical things, right? The sky's the limit. So, like I said, when Conor Ben is athletically gifted. Okay, so Conor Ben has the ability, right, to get better and better and better. Where Virgil Ortiz, like I said, is going to top out. He's going to be what he is. Okay, a la Juan Manuel Marquez. I love Juan Manuel Marquez. You understand? I love Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez hit the ceiling. Q Lee, what's going on? You see, Vic G, what's going on? Juan Manuel Marquez, he hit the ceiling. Manny Pacquiao didn't. Okay? Juan Manuel Marquez, he got to the point where he is who he is. Manny Pacquiao added nuances to his game, right? He added the right hand. He added because he's already had very fast hands. He already had power. He already had very fast feet that you can't teach. You can't teach those things. Alex Rodriguez, what's going on? You can't teach those things. But you can teach Manny Pacquiao how to use his right hand better. You can teach Manny Pacquiao how to stay disciplined on defense, and you can teach him those things. You can't teach speed, power, athletic ability. You can't teach that. And so Virgil Ortiz, he's limited in the athletic department when it comes to those guys. Comparing him to his peers. I'm not saying he's not an athlete. I'm comparing him to them. LV Slugger, brother, super chat. 49ers have rebuilt the year with Lance. My Rams going to be back to back. Man, you better stop it, brother. You better stop it. Devon Webster, brother, in the super chat. He said, when we get the Bud versus Spence fight, will the winner fight Boots next, or will they both guys move up regardless of who wins after that fight? Hashtag smash the like. Yeah, they both out. When he fights, when they fight Jerron Ennis, it's gonna be at 154. Just do boxing. What's going on? Mel, what's going on? Junior GV1, what's going on? A Sneed, brother, in the super chat, dropping that quarter of a duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. He says, salute, Blue, Errol, and Crawford will fight just a matter of time. Keep up the good work. Oh, for sure they will. Oh, for sure they are. I need y'all to get the likes up to 1K. We have we got 730 people and we have 700 likes. Elite E, what's going on? Anthony Williams, what's going on? Stack a lot of Bully Establishment 2010, what's going on? Yeah, Rams, yeah, they're done. So anyway, that's the difference with Virgil Ortiz. You understand? So you look at Errol Spence, you look at Terence Crawford, you look at guys like Roy Jones, for instance. You look at Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins athletically is not as gifted as Roy Jones. So he had to be very, very technically sound. The ceiling, Bernard Hopkins was who Bernard Hopkins was. You understand? Bernard Hopkins is who Bernard Hopkins is. You understand what I'm saying? Roy Jones' ceiling was limitless because of his athletic ability to go along what you can teach. Floyd Mayweather ceiling, you see how Floyd Mayweather made an adjustment? He had two careers. He had Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather, and then he had Money Mayweather. Nitty 220, what's going on? You understand? Two different completely guys. Brown number 909, what's going on? You're saying 007, what's going on? Did you see two different completely Oscar De La Hoyas? Juan Manuel Marquez's? Bernard Hopkins? No. They could get more technically sound, but they can't get more athletically gifted. Look at Deontay Wilder. Athletically gifted. Look how he grew from early in his career to late in his career because of his athletic abilities. You understand? Anthony Joshua's not getting better. He's the same guy because he's not a freak athlete. He's the same guy. So you see the same guy in the ring. Now he can make little adjustments on how he can make little adjustments on his discipline and his skill set and his technical abilities. But it's not off the charts. It's not going to be very noticeable to you, the fan. You understand? Joseph Bradley, what's going on? But if you put Roy Jones in there, you can see a difference. Oh, snap. Look at Roy Jones in this fight. Boots in it. You can see a difference. J-Town 770, side of the ruler. What's going on? There's just difference. So what I'm saying is, when it comes to Virgil Ortiz Jr., he's a very good fighter. Has power, technically sound, gifted. But you know who's coming in the ring. Now, you either could deal with him, right? You can deal with Virgil Ortiz or you can't. Simple. For instance, Sean Porter, right? Sean Porter is not going to. When you look at Sean Porter, he's not going to suddenly develop power. He is who he is. Exactly, Muhammad Hijab. He said, just like Chris Eubanks Jr., he looks completely different from Roy Jones. Exactly. You know why? Because of his athletic ability. So you can add the technical abilities or you can take it away. Exactly. That's exactly my point. Mark Fralin, what's going on? Mark, you there, 123, brother, back in Super Chat. I was watching Nigel Ben's fight. I hope Conor brings that energy to the next generation of welterweights. Conor Ben is a very good fighter, but the thing about Conor Ben is a very good athlete. House guy, what's going on? Conor Ben is also a very good athlete. Jay James, what's going on? So his improvement every fight, it shows. Julian GV1, brother in the Super Chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. If you look at Canelo, he learns something from each fight. He fights now, he hunts like Triple G. Yeah, but the thing about Canelo is, still again, he's athletically limited. You understand? He has fast hands, he bends at the hips well, but he doesn't have fast feet. So he has to add the thinking man game. You understand? For instance, Canelo Alvarez has shown us one time in his career where he showed a lot of versatility. And that's the fight when he fought against Triple G, the first fight, when he was moving. Therapeutic AC podcast, what's going on? But even then, right? Even then in that fight, he started to fade because that's not naturally something he can naturally keep up. You understand? He can't naturally keep up staying on his toes for 12 rounds. It's not natural to him. You understand? He could do it until you get you over your game plan and then go back to what naturally is comfortable for him. You understand? But Canelo Alvarez is Canelo Alvarez. Seti 1010, what's going on? He said, can you have foot speed and power? Who? Javante Tank Davis. Aztec Ray, what's going on? Kyle, what's going on? Jay James, what's going on? Tank Davis, he shows that all the time. Jerron Boots Ennis. Terence Crawford. Errol Spence. Flip Kills, what's going on? I thought Canelo actually won that fight. I thought Canelo, and that's just my opinion. I thought he won both those Triple G fights, but they were close fights. I just thought he won. Deontay Wilder has quick feet and a lot of power and fast hands. He's not the most technically sound, gifted guy in the sport of boxing, but he has fast hands with power and quick feet. And he's a heavyweight. That's what makes him a problem at heavyweight. Jose Rico, what's going on? Because you don't even see his punches coming. That's what makes Tyson Fury a problem. His size and his athletic ability. Tyson Fury has quick feet to be that big. To be so big, he has very quick feet. So I need y'all to get the likes to 1K. We still don't even have 770 likes. We should be at 1K already. We should be above 1K. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1K, people. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. I mean, I'm not appalled to if anybody thought Canelo lost the first fight. Mark Smith, what's going on? I like the fact that Cameron Owens, what's going on? I like the fact that Canelo, Dub_right side, my brother, what's going on? I like the fact that Canelo Alvarez showed versatility in that fight. He was on his toes. Like I said, he couldn't keep it up for the whole duration of the fight. But he was on his toes. He was moving forward. He was moving backwards. I don't think because we're so used to Canelo Alvarez fighting in a certain manner, like we used to Tank Davis knocking people out, that when they don't do that, then we say, oh, he lost. Jimmy Chin, what's going on? But I thought he showed boxing ability, man. I'm against a guy who was much bigger. Mark Smith, what's going on? He said, can't trust your boxing matches judging if you think Canelo won. So that makes you an expert. I don't understand. Because the judges are the judges, and there's people that thought Canelo won, there's thought Canelo lost. So because I thought Canelo won a close fight that ended in a draw, that means I don't know boxing? What are you talking about, man? Donald Johnson, brother in the super chat, dropping that dope on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, thanks for telling it how it is last night about all these managers and promoters getting these fighters way and stopping great matches from happening. I salute my brother. Hey, and you saw that they responded to that, right? Because you don't have no choice. Appreciate you dropping that dub on your boy Blue. Hoop Av, brother in super chat. Canelo picked the safer fight because Charlo Benavidez are very, but 2 years from now, Benavidez will beat Canelo. His body will be matured. Dave Tumama, what's going on? I have to disagree with you, brother. Hoop Av, you're my brother. Silver Surfer Luca, what's going on? L. Adam, what's going on? I have to disagree with you. Canelo Alvarez is not taking a safer route. Dimitri Bivol, Arthur Better Beef, John Page, my brother Batman in the building. What's good with you, Batman? Dimitri Bivol and Arthur Better Beef, and Joe Smith Jr. winner are not the safer route than Canelo choosing Charlo or Benavidez. There is no safe route when it comes to those four guys. There's no such thing. Because if Arthur Better Beef fought David Benavidez, he would possibly beat David Benavidez. He actually will open as the favorite. And if Arthur Better Beef fought Jamal Charlo, same thing. At worst, it would be a 50-50 fight. But if there was an actual favorite, if they moved up to light heavyweight, well, Arthur Better Beef would possibly open up as the favorite. So there's no such thing as him taking a safer route and choosing one of those four guys. There's no such thing. You understand? Now, it's the fights that we want to see because of namesake. We want to see him fight Jamal Charlo or David Benavidez because of the names. King Judah said Charlo would beat Bivol and Better Beef. Says who? Says who? He ain't looked that great against Montiel that was coming forward. What you think Better Beef going to do, who's a bigger, stronger guy? Y'all got to be realistic, man. Y'all got to be realistic, man. Stop it. Stop it. We talking about a natural 175-pounder that probably walks around at 200 pounds. Demetrius Bright, what's going on? Y'all got to relax with that, man. He could possibly beat him. I'm not saying he can't. But boy, oh boy, that's a tough fight. And he ain't gonna open up as no huge odds-on favorite. Devon Webster, brother super chat, break down why some guys have power and some guys don't. It's just natural born gifted abilities. It's just natural born gifted abilities. There's things you can teach about power, Devon Webster. You know, the way you stand, the way you deliver it, coming from your hips and from your legs. Your power comes from your hips and your legs. How you turn on the punches, how you sit down on your punches, how you deliver your punches. But natural power punches like Tank, Deontay Wilder, Mike Tyson, and George Foreman and Ernie Shavers, that you can't teach that. That's unteachable. Now you can develop your power, you can get stronger, but that you can't teach that. That's just naturally God gifted, or whomever you choose to say it came from. You can't teach that. That can't be taught. That's just special. So now, yeah, there's things you could do. You could work with bands You could work with certain weights. You could work on your technique, delivering from your hips and from the way you twist. Yeah, you could do that. But that power that they have, you can't teach that. Jerron Ennis power, it can't be taught. That can't be taught. That's just who they are. They're just gifted with that. That can't be taught. Julian Jackson, that can't be taught. That type of power can't be taught. Muhammad Hajab, brother in Super Chat, Blue, you keeping it 100 today. Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, man, I keep it 100 every day. It's just what you want to agree and what you don't want to agree with. Teron L. Smith, brother in Super Chat, he said, Blue has been proven many times those moving up win. Those moving up win. Who? Knock your block or settle. What's going on? Toronto Smith, who are you talking about? Marky Dan 123, brother in Super Chat. King Judah from Texas, confirmed. Oh, yeah. Big Pool, what's going on? Miami Bass Hunter Thomas, what's going on? Salute my brother Marky Dan 123 in the Super Chat. Julian GV1, brother back in the Super Chat. Blue, if you're right, we need to put feelings to the side to judge boxing matches. Yeah, it's very hard, man. Boxing, listen, when you have two technically skilled boxers in the ring, man, that's the most. Devin Haney fights Shakur Stevenson. That fight is so hard to unless there's some clean punches and just some overwhelming going on, it's very difficult to score fights like that. Bookie Brown, what's going on? Those types of fights, it's so difficult to score. So difficult. Zoran, what's going on? Those are so difficult to score. But then when you have a puncher versus a boxer, they're much easier to score. Roberto Duran, hands of stone. You can't teach that. Tommy Hearns, you can't teach that right hand, man. Can't teach it. You can attempt to. You could try to emulate it, but you can't teach it. AB, what's going on? It's just like Roy Jones and Floyd Mayweather reflexes. You can't teach that. See, so many people try to emulate Floyd Mayweather in the shoulder roll. You can't. That can't be taught. You can't emulate Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll. You can't. Why? Because it's his natural reflexes that makes it work. People think that it's you could teach it, you're doing it wrong, and you're doing this wrong, and you're doing that wrong, right? That's what they'll tell you. You're doing this wrong, and you're doing that wrong, right? No, you can't. There's no such thing. Smooth JT, what's going on? Right? You could go to Floyd Mayweather Sr. He could help you. He could elevate some of your technical abilities, but you can't teach what he can't teach you to do what Floyd Mayweather does. Can't teach you to do that because Floyd Mayweather just reacts. Floyd Mayweather just reacts. You can't teach that. Eric Baker said, "Why we want to see the third fight? What third fight? You talking about Triple G?" Mr. VA Fitted, he said, "Man, in the middle of live stream, what happened?" Get the likes up to 1K. Plenty has tried, but many has failed. Yeah, Pack's the best. What's going on? 817 Bossa B, my brother. What's going on? Can't teach Floyd Mayweather shoulder roll and all that. You can't teach none of that. It ain't gonna happen. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1.1K. Get the likes all the way up, people. Smash the like button. Triple G is gonna get stopped by he's gonna get stopped by Canelo Alvarez in his trilogy. I'm here to tell y'all now. He gets stopped. Edward Torres, what's going on? Salute to the shot. He gets stopped. Storm and Norman, what's going on? Triple G is gonna get stopped by Canelo Alvarez. You can teach it, Blue. It comes from repetition and dedication yourself. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to do what Floyd Mayweather does. You're not going to be able to do it. Dr. Lemon Pepper, what's going on? You can teach it and you can be effective, but it ain't going to look like what Floyd Mayweather do. You can teach it all you want. There's just some things you just physically can't teach. You could teach it and they can have success, but it ain't gonna be like Floyd Mayweather. No, sir. No Pain Entertainment. What's going on? No, sir. It's like Gary Russell. Gary Russell Jr. You can't teach his reaction. You can't teach what Gary Russell could do. We saw what he did with one arm. You can't teach that skill set. You can try. I mean, you can teach people to be technically sound and skilled, but the way Gary reacts to things in the ring, you can't teach that. You just can't. Desinton, what's going on? You can't teach the timing and the mindset. It's a mindset. And it's a gift that they have. When Gary was in the ring with one arm and that he threw like the combination he was throwing with one arm was ridiculous. You can't teach that. I don't care how skilled you are. I don't care how much you work on it. I don't care how much talent you have. That's just a gift that Gary Russell has. His vision, his reaction. You can't teach that. Even I watch Antonio and you watch Antoine. They still don't have that type of, and they're all skilled and they're all nice. All your brothers is nice. Incel, what's going on? Brooklyn Born, what's going on? But you watch the difference in the reaction with Antonio and Gary, right? With hey, ha! Like it's just you can see the similarities, but there's just some things that Gary just responds to and does. You just can't teach. It's just not. There's no answer for it. It's just no answer for it. It's just not. There's no answer for it. Exactly. He says the central nervous system, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, so Gary in there, right? And he's like you can teach the technical stance and, different things that you're supposed to do. But when it's live and it's coming at you and you're doing certain bang, bang, and then pivoting here, bang, bang, and pivoting here. And look at Gary Russell. He wasn't even blinking. That's something. Look at the greats. They don't even blink. Look at Floyd Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, right? Watch when they fight. They don't blink. That you can't teach that. Because naturally, if somebody go like this to you, you're going to blink, right? Now, you can try to teach your reflexes not to respond to every little detail, right? But man, oh man. Shakur don't blink, right? Punch Drone 412, what's going on? What up, Blue? I don't get no notification. Yeah, they're not sending out my notifications. Sean Coleman, what's going on? Blue, you should be a trainer. What champ side say? They cut him off. They cut him off. He said too much. He said, hey, what champ side say? They cut him off. He said too much. They cut him off. He said too much. Smash the like button, people. Donate $1 to super chat, man. I got 5 people telling me they trying to send super chats. I got 3 $20 super chats that's trying to be sent that won't go through. But no, Bias Jr., what's going on? And I got a $3 super chat and a $1 super chat that they're not allowing to go through. Donate $1 super chat. Refresh the super chat for me, please, people, if you can. Adrian D, what's going on? They cut him off. Yeah, I got 5 people trying. 3 $20 super chats. I got a $5 super chat and a dollar super chat. They're not letting go through. And they just cut him off. They cut him off. He said too much. Stephen L. Mack, my brother. Teron L. Smith, brother in the super chat. Blessings, Queen. Blessings, King. Wilbur Wilson, what's going on? Yeah, they get me. Darnell Helton, what's going on? They cut him off. He said too much. Adrian D, brother in the super chat. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. Hey, man. Seven Pinky 7, what's going on? Can't wait for that Con Brook fight. Can't wait. Can't wait. Can't wait. Like Bart Scott said. Can't wait. He said too much. Get the likes up, people. We should have 1 point. We don't even have 900 likes. We should have 1.1K. What are we waiting for? Get the likes up to 1.1K, people. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up. AMG 2. AMG Deuce. Rakes Rim. What's going on? Would Boost be better off going up in weight? No. No reason for that. He's comfortably at 147. Strange World, what's going on? Who you got? Connor Brook. I got Kell Brook. Kell Brook. Kate Cozy, what's going on? Peace and blessings to the Queen. Jay Lynn in the super chat, dropping that half a duh on your boy Balloon. Super chat says super chat check. Peace and blessings, Queen. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. They done pushed me off twice, 2-3 times. They ain't let my peopleization send super chats. It is what it is. Anthony DeJesus, what's going on? Bo Mac Train Con, yeah, he did. I still got Kell Brook winning. Again, you can't teach chin. You can't teach having a chin. And he don't have a chin. And it's just a matter of time before Kell Brook touch the chin. Now, if Kell Brook physically can't hold up, right, then he's in trouble. He said, Bud got Con. Of course he does. He trains him. Trayvon Allen, what's going on? You can't teach a chin, man. Bernard Bias Jr., what's going on? Brooklyn 7. Yeah, you just can't teach a chin, man. You just can't. Brook don't have an orbital. Yeah, well, we're going to find out. It didn't swell up against Terence Crawford. He just got knocked out. Big Tony, what's going on? Regardless of his strain world, I said the same exact thing. Exactly. Miguel Martinez, what's going on? Blue, why has Canelo dug Boo Boo, Benavidez, and Charlo for so long? Miguel Martinez, he didn't avoid them. Well, he did. He avoided them in the he avoided them in when it was at 54. $12. What's going on? Then he avoided Jamal Charlo. Then he when Jamal Charlo was the man, you know, and at 160 he avoided that fight. Solomon Overhead, what's going on? When it comes to Andre, I think it's the style. Listen, we're gonna relax until we get the likes to 1.1K. Think Shakur goes for undisputed at 130? Yeah. Jay James said cap. What's the cap? Where's the cap? I'm going to wait until we get the likes to 1.1K. It's amazing, man. Khan is a club fighter. No, Amir Khan is a very good, technically sound fighter. He just makes too many mistakes. Pito Vega, what's going on when it comes to defense? He has a lot of skills. He has a lot of hand speed. He's a very good boxer. He's just not very smart when it comes to defense. And that's where his hindrance comes in. Dwayne Broussard, brother in the building. My brother Maurice Roman, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in super chat. Blue, your take on Doug Bosis and Devin the Dream Haney is spot on. It's a travesty. Loma ducked him. T.O. ducked him. Now Doug Bosis is ducking him now. Loma, the front runner, he has two losses. Makes no sense. Agreed. But as long as you got fans out here defending it, it'll go unjust. As long as fans are out here defending what Kambosos is doing, well, we getting one like at a time. Okay, we'll take our time too. Get the likes up to 1.1K. Smash the like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. Get the likes up to 1.1K. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up. Get the likes up. Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash the like button. It's dragging. Ain't no way it should be dragging like that. Devon Webster, them likes can't be accurate. The problem is the people ain't smashing the like button. They moonlighting. If I don't say it, they won't do it. I got to keep saying smash the like button. Smash the like button. Yeah, when you see that number, always tack on another 50 to 100 people. Whatever number you see, add on another 50 to 100. That's what I see. They want you to see a certain number so you think that there's not a lot of traction. Todd Assan, what's going on? So the painter, appreciate you, great brother. So I know a lot of people feel like because everybody wanted to see Canelo and Jamal Charlo. I know y'all wanted to see that fight. And I'm with you. I wanted to see that fight as well. Right? Julius Thomas, what's going on? I wanted to see that fight as well. I wanted to see Jamal Charlo and Canelo Alvarez as well. Competitive standpoint, fan standpoint. But I wholeheartedly understand Canelo Alvarez going to light heavyweight. And in 2 fights, I could be undisputed. And I could always come back and visit Jamal Charlo and David Benavidez fight. I could always go back and revisit that fight. You understand what I'm saying? Always. Lasanio, what's going on? So I know a lot of people feel a certain kind of way. Man, this dude is avoiding the best fighters, man. This dude again. Because the truth be told is that, yes, he had an opportunity to fight all of them, especially Jamal and Demetrius Andre, when they was at 54 and 60. Yes, absolutely, 1,000%. 1,000% he had the opportunity, and he didn't take it. But right now, living in the moment, it's a completely different story, okay? He has the opportunity right now to make the same amount of money, right? And he could make the same amount of money, and he could fight for, history. You understand what I'm saying? Adrian D, brother in the super chat, dropping that good on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, "What's good, Blue? Love the channel. Thanks for being non-biased and keeping it a buck. To everyone watching, Canelo only 31. He still got time for those guys. They need to make their own lane, fight each other. Agreed. See, here's the thing about it. Jay Harvey, what's going on? Let me explain this, right? Canelo's 31 years of age. Right now, okay, let's say right now, Canelo Alvarez says, okay, I'm going to fight, I'm going to fight Dimitri Bivol in May. Arthur Beterbiev, Joe Smith Jr. winner for Undisputed in September, Cinco de Mayo weekend. Then I'm going to fight Triple G in the trilogy in December in Mexico City. 2023 is a whole nother year, and he's only 32. Y'all didn't hear what I said. 2023 is a whole nother year, and he's only 32. And guess what? They're only 32. Lawrence Live, what's going on? So now, in 2022, Mexican Independence Day weekend, Cinco de Mayo weekend, he's free. Now let me get Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez up in this mix. He could fight David Benavidez in May or Jamal Charlo in May, and then fight David Benavidez 25. So he'll only be 26. He got nothing but time. So he could fight Jamal Charlo now in May, right? They're both only 32. Jamal Charlo can make other big fights happen. He's fought 2 champions in his entire career. That was champions by the time he fought them, other than fighting Julian J. Rock Williams, who became a champion after he beat him. Okay, so he's only fought 2 champions in his career, Jamal Charlo. So build up your resume now. You have plenty of fights right there in front of you. Make them happen, right? Okay. Then smash the like button, get the likes to 1.1K. Okay. Then you look at now you look at that, right? So now you go from that, and you say he fights in September, David Benavidez, who'll only be 26. He'll only be 26. He just turned 25. He'll be 26. Right? Now in December, he could fulfill his obligation, his goal of fighting at cruiserweight. Now he goes and fights at cruiserweight. I don't know if Mukubu is still going to be the champion, but now he goes to cruiserweight. He could fight at cruiserweight now, right? Now he goes to cruiserweight. He fights and wins at cruiserweight. He can retire. It's the greatest. He wins all these fights. He's the greatest Mexican fighter that ever lived. It's not even a question. It won't even be a question. And he still fought Jamal Charlo, David Benavidez, Arthur Beterbiev, who I expect to beat Joe Smith Jr., and Dimitri Bivol, and go to cruiserweight. Is Aaron going to pay him $50 million? I don't know. But I'm sure he'll take a pay cut, because why not? Why not? Salvador Sanchez is a great fighter. He never accomplished that. Canelo would be, in under 2 years, he would have been undisputed at 168, 175. Then Benavidez, Jamal Charlo. Then fight at cruiserweight, become a 5-division champion, 2 undisputed, 2-division champion, and undisputed. Hey, you can't top that. You can't top that. He would be a 4-division champion, undisputed in 2 separate weight classes in under a calendar year. And he had the opportunity to go to cruiserweight and beat Mukubu and Stewie the Great. What's going on? And let's say he beats Jamal Charlo. Who resume is better than his? Who? At that point, outside of Demetrius Andrade, he's fought and beat every good fighter in his era. Outside of losing to Floyd Mayweather. Who? Who? They may be skillful, better fighters in the ring. Salvador Sanchez and guys like that. Come on, man. And if I'm Canelo, why wouldn't I go that route? Why would I go any other route? Corey Landry, what's going on? Why fight Jamal Charlo right now and lose the opportunity at light heavyweight? Because he stands to lose the opportunity at light heavyweight. He could lose the opportunity at light heavyweight. Because mandatories could come in, Tupac, what's going on? Mandatories can raise their heads and all types of things outside her car. What's going on? Stop it. He lost to Lara. I never said he didn't. I agree with you. So what am I stopping? Marshamal Ayash, what's going on? See what I'm talking about? We just emotionally speak. He said, stop it. He lost to Lara. I said the same thing. So what am I stopping for? What are you talking about? And even if you feel like he lost to Lara, as I do, he's never been blown out in any fight. None. Except for the Floyd Mayweather fight. Memphis, Maine, what's going on, great brother? Roberto Esparza, what's going on? Exactly, Roberto Esparza. Roberto Esparza, if I'm looking at the landscape, if you're Canelo Alvarez, I could fight 2 fights at light heavyweight and be undisputed. I mean, it's just, and get close to the same amount of money. I mean, it's just simple mathematics, people. I know feelings-wise, we want to see him and Jamal Charlo. I agree. But let's be real. If you had that opportunity at your fingertips, why wouldn't you take it? Mr. Incredible, what's going on? Israel, what's going on? Why wouldn't you take that opportunity? Oh, yeah, Floyd Mayweather beat him. Easy. Floyd Mayweather beat him easy. But that's what I said. Outside of the Floyd Mayweather fight, he's never been blown out in any fight. That's the only fight he was blown out in. So, and then I can always revisit David Benavidez and Jamal Charlo fight. Why am I'm going to take that? Smash the like button. Get the likes up to 1.1K, people. Get the likes up. I'm taking that opportunity. Ain't no way I'm not taking it. Because imagine mandatory comes in, Joe Smith Jr. Artabetta B winner can't come up to an agreement with Bivol, and then the belts get vacated, and then all of a sudden somebody else got the belt, and now it just becomes a round robin. Now it just becomes difficult. When I could see the path, I got the ability for y'all to make the fight happen. And now I'm going to take this fight. 2 fights, I'm going to become undisputed. Oh, man, I'm taking that. You kidding me? Smash the like button. Get the likes up. I'm taking that. Take that. I'm taking it. Ain't no way. Boxing Man, what's going on? They took Canelo vs. Floyd off YouTube since everyone talks about it. Yeah, because of the views. Jacob C, what's going on? Canelo and Tango are creating their own path. Can Haney do the same? Haney can't do the same if the other participants don't want to participate. There ain't nothing Haney could do about that. He's trying. Tariq Davis, what's going on? Exact. Oh, for sure. Tariq Davis. Yes, sir. All you got to do is look at the situation with Devin Haney. You kidding me? They know Devin Haney get those belts. His star status is going to go through the roof. They know that. Get the likes all the way up, people. Get the likes to 1.1K. Get the likes to 1.1K. Mike Raden, Canelo for putting him on the spot right away. Lucas Lifts, what's going on? So now, Jamal Charlo, Demetrius Andrade, David Benavidez, mix it up. If you're Demetrius Andrade, you see the opening, go beat David Benavidez and beat Jamal Charlo. Go beat David Benavidez, Jamal Charlo, and then you the guy to beat. Salute David Da Vinci. And then you look at it from this standpoint, right? Demetrius Andrade, you beat Jamal Charlo, you beat David Benavidez, right? You beat those two guys, right? You look to become undisputed as super middleweight. Go try to collect them belts. Then you move up to 75. Then you move up to 175. You become a 4-division champion. You understand? You can build your way into that fight with Canelo Alvarez. You could work your way into that fight with Canelo Alvarez. Make it happen. Canelo said no decision made yet. Yeah, of course he's going to say that. What y'all expect him to say? Man, the Nets lost to the Wizards. Come on, man. Amazing, man. You understand? Build your way into those fights. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. Will we still sleep on? Well, we still can't sleep on Caleb Plant. He wants to fight Charlo. Yeah, I like Caleb Plant. It's another big fight. Magnify. What's going on? Caleb Plant versus Demetrius Andrade. Big fight. Nice fight. Right? There's fights to be made, not named Canelo Alvarez. And they can make themselves a non-deniable fighter for Canelo Alvarez. They can make themselves, Lenny already knows what's going on. Chizo Al Fitness, what's going on? They can make themselves a viable option for Canelo Alvarez. Let me open up the phone lines. I need y'all, before I open up the phone lines, man, I need y'all to get the likes up. Come on, man. Get the likes to 1.1K. Smash the like button, man. Get the likes up, man, so I can open up the phone lines. The likes up, man. I want to open up the phone lines right now. Get the likes up, people, so I can open up the phone lines. The narrative is what it is, one-sided, yeah. So now, and we got Canelo, we got Terence Crawford, Errol Spence fight. Terence Crawford told you his fight is going to happen. The fight gonna happen. The fight you all been waiting for. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. Way down in the jungle deep. Way down in the jungle deep. Tone Capone, what's going on? Way down in the jungle deep. Hey, we this is what we wanted. So Terence Crawford, he told you. So that put all the doubters and all the people that's sleeping and all the people complaining and all the people, AJ Johnson, what's going on? All the people talking about Errol Spence is avoiding Terence Crawford. Errol Spence don't want the fight. Well, there you go. It's put to bed now. Terence Crawford just told you he want the fight. R. Island, what's going on? What did you expect a 23-year-old to do versus possibly the greatest defensive fighter of all time? Oh, R. Island is making up excuses. He making up excuses. Here we go. R. Allen, what did you expect at 20? Now we talking about age. Okay, R. Allen. Let me tell you this. Canelo Alvarez was 23 years old, right? But Canelo Alvarez had already had 40 plus fights. Canelo Alvarez already had 5 title defenses. Canelo Alvarez had already had a major unification bout with Austin Trout. Did you know that, R. Allen? Or did you just rebuttal what somebody else told you about his age and him being young and being green? Because did you know that before 21, Floyd Mayweather beat a Hall of Famer for his first world title? Did you know that that under 21, Mike Tyson won a world championship at heavyweight and still holds the record? Did you know that Floyd Mayweather beat Janero Hernandez and he was the underdog in the fight as well? Did you know that? Did you know Muhammad Ali was the underdog when he beat Sonny Liston for the world title and he was considered to be overstepping his boundaries as well? Or did you know that? Giant TV, what's going on? Wales Universe, what's going on? Kay Causey, Faye, what's going on? Eric Baker, what's going on? Did you know that? Why you coming here looking to make up excuses? He was 23 facing arguably the greatest defensive fighter in the world. So then why did he call him out? Why did he call him out? Why did he call him out, R. Sanchez? Why did he call him out if he wasn't ready, R. Sanchez? You thought he was ready. And did you know that Floyd Mayweather was going on 37 years of age? So Floyd Mayweather was old. He was 37, going on 37 years old. So how quickly, Joe Grizzly, what's going on? How soon we forget? Because see, if Canelo Alvarez is 37 and fought and lost to a Jerome Boots Ennis who is 23, then you would be saying, well, Canelo was old already. See, that game don't work with me. It sounds good. It sounds good. Kashif Dixon, what's going on? And I don't care how old you are. You shouldn't lose every single round. What are you talking about? Samuel Atkins, what's going on? On top of that, he lost every single round. He lost every single round. So, Marvin Joseph, what's going on? So please stop with the excuses that, oh, he was only 23. Stop it. Stop it. And stop it again. He lost to the better fighter. Period. Easy. Accept it. Exactly. He thought his youth was an advantage. And his size. Gary Garvey, what's going on? Just talking about. He lost. Period. Don't talk about age and lack of experience. No, he lost. Thank you. He just lost. That's all. That's all. He lost. He lost to the better fighter. Don't tell me about age. He was the bigger, younger, stronger guy, and he lost. Period. When you're great, you're great. I don't care how old you are. Floyd Mayweather was great. That's why he beat Janelle Hernandez. Muhammad Ali was great. That's why he beat Sonny Liston. Okay? Mike Tyson was great. That's why he won his world title when he won his world title. These guys were great. Period. When you're great, you're great. Teron L. Smith, brother in Super Chat. Canelo was 37 and Floyd was 23, 15 pounds, no fight. Facts. Benavidez versus Andre. Who you got, Blue? That's a great fight. But I always going to favor the boxer, the pure boxer, and I'm favoring Andre. But I could see David Benavidez winning that fight. For sure. Casanova James, what's going on? I could see David Benavidez winning that fight. His pressure, his size, his activity. I could see him wearing Demetrius Andre down and winning that fight. But I could also see Demetrius Andre outboxing him and winning the fight. Sean Miller, what's going on? And I could be wrong because let me tell y'all something. I saw Caleb Plant beating David Benavidez, right? And now after what I witnessed from Caleb Plant, Justin Wynn, what's going on? I thought against Uskatiki, that was an anomaly, right? I thought, he got tired in the second half, but I see that's an ongoing thing. And I think that David Benavidez will wear down Caleb Plant and beat Caleb Plant. Initially, I thought that Caleb Plant would outbox David Benavidez for 12 rounds. But after what I saw, I think he's going to fatigue in the second half. I just think it's an issue that he has because I've seen it now in multiple fights. In the second half of fights, he lets you back in the ring. He starts to fade. He faded against Canelo. He faded against Uskatiki, right? And so if he fights David Benavidez, I think David Benavidez do the same thing. And so when I watched Demetrius Andre against Liam Smith, Liam Walsh, or whomever, Liam Williams, right? And in the second half, he started to fade. And I'm like, man, now he closed the show in his last fight, but it leads me to believe in, in the second half of fights, he may fade too. Right? Caleb Truitt. Yeah, exactly. And he may fade too. So if he fades too, man, it could be trouble, man. Because David Benavidez ain't going to fade. He ain't going to fade. Carlos Castillo, what's going on? If you can't keep up the pace with Benavidez for 12 rounds, you're in trouble. North Boy Z, what's going on? You're in trouble. If you can't keep up with David Benavidez for 12 rounds, you're in trouble. Quez, come in. You can't keep up with him for 12 rounds, because he's gonna pressure you for 12 rounds. And if you can't keep up, Brandon Taylor, what's going on? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. Split it. Give me it. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. See if there's another box for this on the stairs.
On the stairs?
Yeah. Get the likes to 1.2K, people. Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. Get the likes up, people. Smash it. Dre the Boxer, what's going on? I guess I ain't opening the phone lines. Not tonight. So anyway, Mike Lee, what's going on? Sean Coleman, what's going on? So anyway, man, Brandon Allen Perry, what's going on? I'm happy, man. I'm overly joyed. I'm excited that Terence Crawford has made the statements that he made. I'm overly joyed that Terence Crawford understands. And another thing, Terence Crawford stated that if he can't get the fights with Errol Spence Jr., that he's going to move up to junior middleweight, right, and challenge those guys, the winner, Jamel Charlo, Brian Castano winner, right, and he's going to look to, become the champion there. Now, obviously, I think that Canelo's the GOAT. Yeah, in your world, not in the real world, but in yours. And that's all good. To each his own. To each their own. Moses King, what's going on? In your world, if you feel like he the GOAT, hey, let it be. Bull Fade out. What's going on? In the real world, that's not what it is. So, I look at it. So I look at it from this standpoint, right? And I say to myself, I think Terence Crawford's whole mindset seems to has changed since Terence Crawford, has parted ways with Bob Arum in Top Rank. You understand what I'm saying? I think that Terence Crawford's viewpoint, I think that more now is going on. I think that Terence Crawford feels free. And I think that Terence Crawford understands, hold it for a second. I think Terence Crawford understands. My brother Hardbody J Timo in the building. He said folks have a very small view of what GOAT means. Oh, that's a fossil fact, great brother. Like my brother MREC TV will say. That's a fossil fact. Fossil fact. No, the GOAT in their eyes is see, here's the thing, right? We look at it from this standpoint, and I understand why, we love to favor, fighters that look like us. You know what I mean? When you got fighters that look like you and accomplishing and achieving big things in the sport, you're going to tend to, say, hey, man, this guy's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. No, he's not. You understand? Especially when you see them lose on the numerous occasions, right? Winning football is going on. Blue, do you have a chance of beating boxing champion today? Blue, do you think you have a chance of beating any boxing champion? And of course not, man. I'm on the wrong side of 40 years old, brother. What are you talking about?
It went up. You went over.
Y'all bet. Y'all ain't put me on.
But you was right though. I'm trying to say that. You was right. He dad got like 17. It's because it's just 4 points.
So now you look at it from that standpoint, right? And you say to yourself, Terence Crawford, I feel like he got I bet you knock out Jake Paul. Nah, Jake Paul's a real boxer, man. Y'all gotta start give that man some credit, man. He's a real boxer. Jake Paul is a real boxer, people. I know a lot of people don't want to give Jake Paul credit, because Captain Murray, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? I know a lot of people don't hold this stuff. I know a lot of people don't want to give Jake Paul credit. Darnell Schaefer, what's going on? Jonathan Montavio, Tovo, what's going on? He said, I gave another. I appreciate you, great brother. Yeah, I don't know. Ralph Shelton, what's going on? No, just give me another. We got to get, so get the likes up, people. We dragging on the likes. Amazing, man. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. So when you look at it from the standpoint and you say to yourself, I feel like Terence Crawford, he feels relieved. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Terence Crawford, he feel like, he got the freedom now. And Terence Crawford, he could, essentially say what he feel, and he feel like he got the freedom now. You know what I mean? He don't feel like he's locked in. You know what I mean? And he's, he can't say and do what he want to do. And he said a lot of things that were very interesting to me when he said that, he's tired of, us not sticking together. You know what I mean? He stated that, why is it that they don't want to see two black fighters fight? And they tell you that black fighters don't sell. You know what I mean? That's what Terence Crawford said. He said they don't want to see two black fighters face off against one another, right? They tell you, let me see that pin. He said they don't want to see two black fighters face off against one another. They'd rather tell you that a black fighter don't sell. You know what I'm saying? Two black fighters don't sell. So, he kind of alluded to, the powers that be, why they preventing, him from Errol Spence fight happening. And, 88 Skeezy, what's going on? Poe Porter, what's going on? And the thing, something that jumped out to me that he said was this, right? K, what's going on? Another thing that jumped out to me, what Terence Crawford stated, was when he said, that they don't want to see me collect that belt and walk away with it, right? And then remember, it dawned on me, right? That's the same thing that happened with Canelo Alvarez and Caleb Plant initial negotiations. You understand? Yeah, set the timer to 10 minutes. So with the initial negotiations with Canelo and Caleb Plant. Remember when Caleb Plant, they were saying that they wanted to give they wanted Canelo Alvarez to fight Caleb Plant, and they wanted him to fight David Benavidez on the back end. You understand what I'm saying? And so that was a multi-fight deal, right? They didn't want Canelo Alvarez to come over, have one fight, take the belt, and then leave. But at the end, I think that they were trying to, bluff Canelo Alvarez, bluff Canelo Alvarez into taking the fight. Remember, Canelo Alvarez was supposed to fight Caleb Plant in September, but the fight got moved back to November, and there was a lot of different talks that, part of the reason that it got moved back was because, Canelo Alvarez wanted a one-sided rematch clause. If he got injured, then he could fight. Then Caleb Plant couldn't fight anybody. But if Caleb Plant got injured, Canelo Alvarez could fight who he wanted and still fight for the belts, right? So remember, that was an issue. You know what I mean? That was talked about as being an issue as well. Rodolfo Felix, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So that was an issue amongst them as well. And now you factor in, that's what Terence Crawford is telling us, right? That essentially the powers that be, they don't want to see Terence Crawford take that belt and then walk off in the sunset. Okay. And so you got to understand this, right? You got to look at it from this standpoint. Remember, they came out and they said there was no money for Terence Crawford. There was no money for a Terence Crawford Errol Spence fight. You understand? And so it leads me to believe that Terence Crawford is being courted to do more than just come over there and fight Errol Spence. You understand? They want Terence Crawford to be a part of the PBC. Romel Lane, what's going on? So I think that, that's a big reason why, Terence Crawford and Errol Spence hasn't fought. It's the powers that be. And Terence Crawford, he stated that, you know what I mean? He let it be known, like, two black fighters at the top of their game, people trying to, knock it, you know what I mean? And I agree with Terence Crawford. You know what I mean? It's definitely a fight that should be celebrated. It's the biggest fight in boxing, man. It's the fight the fans want to see, and the fans going to pay for it. Right? The fans going to pay for it. You understand? The fans going to show up. They're going to show out and pay for it. Period. And so I think that Terence Crawford, understands, and I think that Terence Crawford and Errol Spence are going to do whatever it takes to get a deal done to face off against each other. And so another thing is that, remember, Errol Spence, he told the world, he told you that he and Terence Crawford, he confirmed it when he said that they had conversations, they talked about it, and they just couldn't get it done. And that boy Tito won, what's going on. And he stated that, they had, positive conversations on top of it. You understand what I'm saying? So it made interesting for Terence Crawford to go in the ocean and say, I'm looking for the big fish. He eluded me. Where's the big fish? We can't find the big fish. I feel like Terence Crawford is just promoting the fight. Simple, plain and simple. I feel like Terence Crawford is just promoting the fight. I viewed the entire situation completely different after listening to Terence Crawford comments that he made. Completely different. You understand what I'm saying? Because Carlos Castillo said Porter should fight Booth. That ain't going to happen. I think that Yordenis Ugas, he loses to Errol Spence Jr. I think that he needs to fight Jaron Ennis. Well, first thing first, Jaron Ennis, he got to get past Castillo Clayton April 9th. So I think that Terence Crawford, is promoting the fight. I think that Terence Crawford understands the magnitude of this fight for his career. I think that Terence Crawford is just at a point in time in his career and his life, and he's saying to himself, you know what, I ain't going to stress over the fight. Because it's the powers that be that are preventing this fight from happening. Right? And so the fact that Terence Crawford, now, listening to him today, I'm like, okay, as I'm listening to him, Boss Red 357, what's going on? No, and that's not what he said, Boss Red 357. Because I saw people saying that Terence Crawford was saying it's the black community is not. No, he was saying it's the division, and it's the reason we got to come together. He was saying that, you get one side saying this and one side saying that, and we got to come together as a community, stand together and push for the fight. Right. So, people took it like he was saying, oh, he said the black community is the reason to fight. No, that's not what he said. That's not what he said at all. He was saying that, the division. Right. But again, it goes back to this. Right. It goes back to this because we take it for granted, because our fight is come a dime a dozen. So here's something that we need to understand. Now, I do agree that I wish that we would stick up and stand together, right? More often, right? But when we have fighters, you know what I mean, come a dime a dozen, you understand? The turnover with our fighters makes us take it. We take it for granted. You understand what I'm saying? Because every time you have we have a quick turnover, right? Every era is overlapping another era. You understand what I'm saying? Corbin Phoenix, what's going on? Let me explain to you. You had the Floyd Mayweather. For instance, Muhammad Ali. People don't realize how close Muhammad Ali and Larry Holmes era coming to an end is to Mike Tyson's era, and Evander Holyfield, and Riddick Bowe era, and Lennox Lewis era, and then their era. How quickly there's the Roy Jones, right? And there's the you had the Muhammad Ali era, and then you had the Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler. You had that era, right? Aaron Pryor era, and then that quickly turned into Mike Tyson's era, and then Mike Tyson's era turned into the Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker era. You understand what I'm saying? Shane Mosley era. Then that era, before it even finished, right? Their era before Floyd Mayweather even finished with his era, and you got another crop of fighters coming in, right? And you got Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and Terence Crawford picking up where they left off. You understand what I'm saying? Then before Terence Crawford, Errol Spence and Keith Thurman and these guys' era, Andre Ward era can come to an end. Well, now look, we already got Boots Ennis. We already got Devin Haney. We already got Shakur Stevenson. We already got Jarrell Jarrett Big Baby Anderson. Deontay Wilder era ain't even finished yet. And look, it just it just starts overlapping. We got cool. It's so many, you just start forgetting. Chris Colbert, and then we forget about Bernard Hopkins and James Toney, and it just continues. It just never ends. Tax Tag, what's going on? Oh, Shaqy Foster. You understand what I'm saying? It just never ends. It just never ends. So I just think that I think that Terence Crawford, I think Bumpy T, what's going on? I just think that, Terence Crawford is just looking at it from a standpoint of he understands that. See, the thing I don't agree with is he understood this before. Alan Harris, what's going on? He said this error not proven. Whatever is proven when they first start. Go ahead and tell me. Paul Carrick, what's going on? Show me what error is proven before they start. Dokes 637, what's going on? He said the error is not proven. Whatever is proven before they get started, brother. I be confused when y'all say certain things. Whose error is proven before they start? Did you know Roy Jones is going to be Roy Jones as that era that preceded him was making their way out? No, you saw the potential, you saw the talent. Did you know Floyd Mayweather was going to end up breaking every record? No, you saw the talent, the possibilities. You didn't know what they were going to be until they were that. But we have the possibilities. You see the possibilities, brother. Man, come on, man. What's wrong with you guys, man? What's wrong with you dudes, man? Ken Taylor Lou, my brother, what's going on? He said Trinidad, do they speak, man? Trinidad is that dude as well, man. So you just take it for granted. Quez, come get that. Oh, never mind. What'd you say?
Oh no, I was saying sorry you're there.
Yeah.
Almost out.
Yeah, Oh, man. So it just gets to a point where, the errors overlap, and I think that we just take it for granted. Period. Smash the like button. Donate $1 to Super Chat. Refresh the Super Chat, man. I got more people telling me they can't send a Super Chat. That's what my distraction be. People is like, Blue, I can't send you a Super Chat. I'm trying to Super Chat. I got people in my DMs, man. It just, I don't even agree. I'm still negotiating. Jane and Bernie, what's going on? Nando Perez, what's going on? Yo, Blue, what about Meldrick Taylor? Meldrick Taylor, you understand? And on top of that, we always have great Mexican fighters on top of it. Kyle Brown, brother, in Super Chat, much love to you, brother. We always have great Mexican fighters on top of it, so it's like it's just a never-ending story. It's never ending. So I think that we get to a point where, you just take it for granted. And so because you do that, you start to not appreciate what's in front of you. You understand what I'm saying? Quest, take it out. You just don't appreciate what you have and what's in front of you, man. I think that's ultimately what it boils down to. So, when he said the community standing up for one another, I think that, Terence Crawford, he you gotta look at Terence Crawford, and two, we gotta say, if you understood and you knew, right? If you understood, you understood and you knew that Errol Spence wasn't the cause and the reasoning for these fights not happening. George Thompson Jr., what's going on? Said, what do you say? Oscar had a good run. Yeah, Oscar definitely had a good run. You knew Errol Spence wasn't the reason and the cause for these fights not happening. Well, when you took to social media and stuff and made it seem that way, and you said your fan base, his fan base, was going to go back and forth with one another, that was going to be a problem, but you knew when you make certain statements, certain comments, that was going to happen. Vic Middlebrooks, brother in Super Chat, refresh, salute, appreciate you, great brother. Catherine Murray said, Mexicans, we do claim Puerto Rican because they are Latinos. Well, they're all black anyway. People just don't want to admit it. It is the same thing. Latino is not a race, so it's it's just a language difference. That's really what it boils down to. Mike Lee, what's going on? Taz Flex, what's going on? It's gonna be great fights, It's just the ethnicity, yeah. Right. It's not a race. It's not a race at all. We just miss. It's just it is what it is. It's not a race. It's just a culture. It's just a lifestyle. That's what it is. And it's the language. It's just not. But I mean, to each his own. Michael Jones, what's going on? Boo, what's going on? What do you think about Paul Crawl tomorrow? Hawaiian Punch, what's going on? Who's Paul Crawl? I don't know who that is. Eric Baker, what's going on? Corbin Phoenix, for sure. Babalicios, Shoes, what's going on? But I mean, everybody believe what they want to believe. I ain't here to convince you that. It just is what it is. Smash the like button, though. Get the likes up, people. We still don't have 1.1K likes. Still. D-Tom, what's going on? We still don't have 1.1 likes. Still. Jose, we do have American because the Spanish can say why he can't speak Spanish, so I'm 44%. So here's the thing, right? These are all big fights. I know people are not happy with Canelo Alvarez. Now, Canelo Alvarez, he came out and he went on his social media and he said that, he hasn't made a decision yet. Canelo Alvarez, he came out and said that he hasn't made a decision yet. So why not just make a decision? See, this is something I don't get, right? So Canelo Alvarez, he comes out on the social media and he says, don't believe the people saying turn down of $100 million. I haven't made a decision. So why not just make a decision? What's the holdup? No one, J Pity City. What's going on? You understand what I'm telling y'all? It's just not that hard. It's just not. Vic Middlebrooks, brother in super chat, Con in trouble. The chin don't lift weights. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Can't teach having a chin. You understand what I'm saying? So why you come out? You take the time out to come out and say, "Oh, that's not true." So then come out and then come out and say, "Listen, I'm gonna fight this guy." Period. What's the holdup? Squeezy 1337. What's going on? That's why in other sports you have deadlines. This is why. Because of things like this. You're holding up the sport. You're holding up the sport is what you're doing. Make a decision and fight. It's not that hard. Make a decision and fight. You're holding up the sport. Oh, I ain't make a decision. So make a decision. Eddie Reynoso said, right? Eddie Reynoso said, oh, no, what's going on? Oh, in February, the first week of February, we're going to make a decision. So why you still ain't make a decision yet? We in the third week of February. Why what are you still doing? Why you haven't made a decision? What's the holdup? What are you waiting for? What don't you understand? Jamal Charlo ain't getting no different, and Arthur Beterbiev in the 175-pound division ain't getting no different. Boston Hoye, what's going on? What's the holdup? What's the secret? Hey, I want to fight this dude. This dude want to fight me. Let's go negotiate and make the fight happen. Simple. Simple. It's just that simple. They hold up the sport. It's already bad enough. They only fight every 4 months, 5 months. And you still, hey, I don't know. I haven't made a decision. So you feel like you should take to social media and let the fans know and the people you didn't make a decision instead of making a decision. Instead of taking it, so right now, George Kambosos Jr., I still ain't make a decision. So what are you waiting for to make a decision? Rudy Valdez, what's going on? What are you waiting for to make a decision? Make the decision. You're dragging it. And you're holding up the sport. Only in the sport of boxing can these things happen. Only in boxing. Dub Nevels, what's going on? Okay, have a great night, great brother. Imagine in the NFL, right? Jeremy Hauser, what's going on? That's why you have deadlines, free agency, a time frame, so that you don't hold up the sport. So you can move on. This is why they have trouble selling fights. This is why. This is why they have trouble promoting fights and selling fights. Because you're holding up the fight. You're taking up too much time trying to hold up to make a decision. Just fight. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Make the decision and fight. Plain and simple. I got these two guys on the table. Black Swan, what's going on? Eric Baker, what's going on? I got these two guys on the table. Am I going to go here or go there? Make a decision, stick with it, and go. Do it. So why in the NBA, NFL, free agency come, hey, who's this person going to sign with? Who you going to sign with? You got a time frame. You got free agents. Make a decision. Make it happen and move on. Exactly, Captain Murray. She said, yes, it's why we get tired of waiting for a good fight. Exactly. That's why, Captain Murray, that's why these good fights get held up. Squeezy 1337. Yes, sir. That's why these good fights get held up. What are you talking about? You taking the social media to tell a fan you ain't making a decision, but your trainer and manager said he's going to make a decision 4 weeks ago. And you still waiting? What's the holdup? Horrible. Only in the sport of boxing. You know you want to fight May 7th, Cinco de Mayo weekend. What is the problem? See, this is why, let me show y'all why the sport of boxing is always going to be in this position all the time. Because instead of fans coming together, right, they're always trying to defend a fighter. So Hawaiian Punch says, understand he has to pick a contract that will last him the rest of his life, the rest of the year. Why wouldn't you decide? Why is the contract lasting him the rest of the year? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The contract will last him the rest of the year. What are you talking about? There's always going to be fans that are going to defend because it's their favorite fighter, and they can't say the truth against their favorite fighter. There's somebody always going to come and try to defend it. So he says, right? What's going to change in the contract? Hawaiian Punch, it only just became a 2-fight deal because it was a 1-fight deal for Jamal Charlo worth $50 million. He already knows he's fighting in September and May. So what are we talking about? He already knows he's going to fight those 2 dates as long as he's victorious, even if he's not. So he already knows that. So what are we talking about? So it don't take you 3 months to figure out what you want to do, brother. It don't take you 3 months. See, Hawaiian Punch, this is what the thing that you're not realizing. You just said he has to figure out what he's going to do for the rest of the year. You have NFL, NBA, major league athletes that figure out what they're doing for the rest of 7 years. And it don't take them 2 months to figure out, brother. Right now, James Harden in the end of the season is going to figure out if he's going to stay with Philadelphia for the next 5 years or is he going to go somewhere else for the next 5 years. Do you think it's going to take him 3 months to figure that out? True Thought TV, what's going on? He said, yeah, but no, I don't care if it's a team sport or not, brother. You're trying to make excuses. It doesn't matter if it's a team sport or not. It's an individual decision. Has nothing to do with the team. They're both individual decisions. Am I going to stay here for the duration, another 5 years, or am I not? And it's not going to take him 3 months to decide it. Canelo Alvarez last fought November 5th. What are we talking about? It's still Kobe 24 is going on. It's still taking him more time. He doesn't figure out if he's going to fight Jamal Charlo and Benavidez, or he gonna fight Arthur Beterbiev in the light heavyweight division? He still don't know? What are we talking about here? That don't even make sense. Especially when he already has the dates. He already know the date he fighting on. Raymond Turner said Harden took a whole decision to make a whole season to make a decision. No, he didn't. When? You're making them stories. When? I know basketball. Dre the Boxer, what's going on? When did he take a whole year? How could he take a whole year? That's not even possible. What are you talking about? He didn't take a whole year. Action took place, right? For him to wait to the end of the year so he could get the most money possible. Frankie C31, what's going on? Akaro Omar, what's going on? Jose Verge, what's going on? So, action took place. He was trying to wait till the end of the year to get as much money as possible, right? There's a time frames that you get incentives and things like that in the sport of basketball. So he was just waiting a certain time, but then something took place in the mix of that made him change his direction. James with the AZ, what's going on? Why would he sign the extension last year when he could get more money waiting for the end of this year? That doesn't even make sense. He's going to get more money this year being a free agent than he would sign an extension last year. So it didn't make sense for him to do that. The only reason he axed out of Brooklyn is because the actions that took place in Brooklyn that saw him say, hey, I can't be here and do this. Period. That's what happened. Richie Famous, what's going on? But you can't take a year. Exactly. Loving down Gaither. He said, Blue, I'm telling you, Canelo knows his opponent he just don't want them to have enough time mentally and physically to prepare. I agree. G. George Jr., what's going on? What's up, Blue? I'm not listening to you always school these people. Appreciate you, G. Jr. I mean, we just add stories to there. We make things harder than what it needs to be. It ain't this hard. It's just not. It's not this hard. How about to be ready, then get ready? And but you still have to prepare for an opponent. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. Y'all still ain't get the likes to 1.2K. Amazing. Still ain't get the likes to 1.2K. Charles just need to fight Andre or David. Yep, Captain Murray. She said that's called keeping holding the cards close to your chest. Yep, and keep them guessing. Exactly. Agreed, Queen. Agreed. But let me get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through, studying up, holding your boy Blue down, and showing me love. And on to the next one. Tomorrow's another day. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Find me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace. Mo 2013. What's going on, great brother? Captain Murray, peace and blessings, Queen. Have a great night. Natty Dread, my brother. Alex Ramos, what's going on? Ramirez, what's going on?